So we're going to have a lot of talking on Audacity before we actually get to where the podcast starts.
We do this every week, though.
I know.
Yeah.
We're so bad.
It's been like 3 weeks since I talked to you guys. Like, we've been alternating podcasts with Shar.
I know, we're like been in a rotation.
Yeah. I've been busy. Stop being
Busy's good.
And I don't like being busy when it's actually not work stuff. Do you know when it's just stuff you have to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
totally.
yeah,
That's the worst.
Yeah. Okay. Hello and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 36 and everyone's back. It's first time in like 3 weeks or something.
I haven't been on in 3 podcasts.
For Foehamner's, he said he's okay with doing the podcast with everybody else. He's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've overcome our differences.
The fight's over.
So yeah.
Money changed hands. It's all good.
So,
That'd be an achievement considering you're in America.
America.
PayPal works across seas, I guess.
So Jordan,
virtual money.
Jordan could have been on because last week was your birthday.
Yes, it was.
And apparently it's important or something.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
yeah,
it's important
Canada,
to my
isn't it?
family. I mean, I don't really give a shit.
I mean, it's Canada, though. And I also don't care about my own birthday. My parents make a big deal of it. I'm like...
Yeah.
Do you know if someone came up to me and said, next year you're getting no presents and you're not celebrating your birthday, I'd be like, okay.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, all my friends are asking, like, oh, what are you doing for your birthday? I'm like, I really don't give a shit.
Like,
But are you
I
guys
just
like
love
getting
it.
like games as presents or something?
I mean, it's always nice. But...
I mean, it's nice, but I didn't really get anything besides the fact that my parents bought me some stuff for my house. Just like some living things. And I was like, all right, that's cool. I mean, it's useful to me, whatever.
It's
And
good,
then
but if it was gone, I wouldn't be bothered, is my point.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Besides
my
that-
friends use it as an excuse to go out. They say, what are you doing for your birthday? I don't care. Oh, we'll go town then. You just want to go town, don't you? You just want to go out drinking. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, well, what are you doing for your birthday? It's like, well, why don't you go out and get smashed? I'm like, I can do that any day. Like, really, it's only my birthday.
Don't need an excuse. They just want an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. So
And it's good. I think usually on birthdays they buy you, right?
Well, that's the plus. Exactly.
That's the plus, yeah. So next year you should call them up. It's my birthday.
Yes.
Who's buying me drinks?
Who's buying drinks?
So yeah, how are you guys? It's been 2 to 3 weeks.
I'm alright.
Good.
My sleeping pattern's fucked. I woke up at 11 p.m.
What the fuck?
I was trying to do an all-nighter because I've been doing various things that's kept me awake against my will. And I was like, I'll stay up. And then it got to about 2 p.m. I was like, no, can't do it. No, I'm just going to sleep. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I was seriously worried I was going to miss the podcast again. I was like, no, I'll set 8. I set 8 alarms. 8 alarms. 15 minutes apart. and then it worked finally, so there we go.
Nice.
Very nice.
So Jordan, what did you do for your birthday?
Just went out for dinner, and then my parents wanted to catch up on watching The Walking Dead since this weekend's mid-season starting back up. So
Yeah.
we did that, hung out pretty much, and then they left the next day. They only stayed over for one night, but besides that, nothing too spectacular. It was a pretty tame birthday.
Not bad. I like those though. Do you know the ones
Yeah.
where it's just chill? Because the one thing I do like about birthdays is it gives you a reason to do fuck all. And no one cares. Everyone's
And no
like, yeah,
one
it's your
can
birthday,
say
whatever.
anything. It's my day, and I can choose whatever I want to do.
It's my day because I was born on an arbitrary day and an arbitrary year. so it's my day. But
No one else's. It's only mine.
speaking of has anyone watched Suits? Does anyone watch the TV show Suits?
Suits?
Yeah.
Is it that
God.
two lawyers or something?
Yeah, fucking you need to watch it. The new series is fucking
it's still going on?
awesome. Yeah. The new series is fucking awesome. It's so good. I've been like binge watching it. I've got loads to watch in a minute because Flash comes out every week. Arrow comes out every week, and now Legends of Tomorrow's out. Legends of Tomorrow just started, so that's coming out every week. And then I've got to go and see Deadpool because that just came out.
Yeah.
Because there's no fucking way I ain't seeing that movie. It looks fucking awesome. Oh, just got so much. Because about 3 weeks ago, I had nothing to watch. Because everything was mid-season break, so nothing was on. I was like, oh, great. Okay, cool.
Anybody watch Deadpool yet?
Not yet.
No.
I might see it tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Came out,
I have bad news.
Today, last night for me.
What?
Malaysia likes to censor shit. So it seems they censored Ryan Reynolds' ass in that movie.
Wait, if
and
you're
I don't
censor
feel
Deadpool,
like paying
there's
full
no
price
point to
without
releasing
being
it.
able to see his ass.
Well, that's the thing. People were talking about. Do you know, like you have the red label and the green label adverts?
I think.
Do you know when you watch an
makes
advert, Phil, and it's got a green screen with the writing on it?
Oh, okay, sure.
And then it's got the and then it's got
yeah.
and then it's got the red one. The red one is uncensored. The
Yeah.
green one is censored.
I don't think I've.
I think they showed the red one at some kids movies or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the green label one is the censored one, and everyone's like, "Why? Why
The
even?
radio edit.
Why? There's
To
no
trick
point.
people.
It's Deadpool. Why would you even release a censored version of Deadpool? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
China, it's not even being released in Chinese cinemas, is it?
No idea.
Deadpool. No, Ryan Reynolds talking about it. He was saying how he was really upset that basically a whole country isn't going to see his movie, essentially.
Not only the whole
releasing it.
country is like, what, 16% of the world population?
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of people.
That's
Like
quite
a
bit.
billion people aren't going to watch it. He was like, oh, I just wish they could watch it, essentially. I mean, it's a bit stupid, isn't it? But, well, that's bad news for you, really, Shar. It's not bad. They don't censor shit over here. It's not bad news for me. It's bad news for you.
Yep, I don't get to see Ryan Reynolds' ass on the big
Damn
screen.
it.
I mean, if you've watched The Proposal, then you've probably already seen it.
You know, I don't really like him, so I don't really watch his movies.
I love Ryan Reynolds. One of my favourite people. I love him. He's incredible.
Don't.
I just like his attitude. I think he's a perfect Deadpool. He's just got that cockiness.
Yeah, I mean,
about him.
I can see him being Deadpool, but I can't see him in anything
Wasn't he
else.
already Deadpool in the Wolverine movie?
A
Yeah, but
shitty
did
one.
you see,
Quote unquote
Have you-
Deadpool?
did you see the
Yeah.
trailer? One of the Deadpool trailers, he took a jab at both his role as Green Lantern and his role as...
I saw the poster for the Green Lantern one. That was pretty good.
Well, he took a jab in the film as Green Lantern. He says, "Don't make my suit green or animated."
Got it.
And then he is during the trailer. He said, "Last time you saw me, I had my mouth sewn shut."
Got it.
In reference to the other Deadpool skit he did. I think he's fully aware that both of those roles were pretty shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
I wonder. He probably is.
I mean, he said in the past that the Green Lantern was one of the worst moves
It was
he's
pretty
made.
bad.
It
Oh,
was
dang.
pretty fucking bad.
The
It was
animation was
terrible.
terrible.
And Green Lantern is my favourite superhero as well, so fuck those guys. Because they ruined what could have been a very good movie.
They confirmed my opinions of the Green Lantern.
I mean, like, he just came off just so shit. Like,
Well,
Oh.
I mean, so my fear with Deadpool is that it's an origin story again, and I just don't want to be bored for the first half of the movie. I don't think I
Yeah.
will be, but I'm a little nervous. And I want to stay nervous so I don't get disappointed by having high expectations.
It's a strategy.
but,
Jesus.
but the thing with Deadpool that's different from other origin stories is
It's aware.
he's still cocky before he became Deadpool. So
That's
at least you've
true.
got the humor.
Yeah.
You know.
And the
which-
cancer, the post-experiment makeup I saw in the is really good. Holy
Yeah.
crap, is that
Oh,
spot on?
have you seen all like the list of do you know his friend? What's his name?
His sidekick guy?
Yeah. Well,
Chuck
have you
or
seen-
Dave or whatever?
Yeah, have you seen all the
Minion Dave?
the compilation of all the insults that he gives him?
No.
He's like he's like, you look like an avocado that had sex with an older avocado. It's like, it's like he says you look like Freddy Krueger fucked a topographical map of Utah.
Maybe it's somebody else.
It's brilliant. The dude, he's in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I know the actor. I don't know what character he is though.
Oh, I can't remember
I'm
what.
gonna look it up right now on
can't remember what
IMDb
his-
just to see the casting character lists.
Can't remember what his name is, but basically in the movie they did like a load of insults, and they cut like a load of them out because there was too many, and they're all fucking hilarious. They're just so
Oh yeah,
funny.
T.J. Miller as Weasel. Right, it's Weasel.
Ah, Weasel. Yeah. So it's still got the humor which I like, and yeah, the makeup was brilliant. He looks like horrid.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Spot on. It's better than most of the makeup I've seen for Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but
Like that
still,
Killer Croc outfit is terrible.
Yeah.
But I still want to see that movie because
I do want to see it.
Yeah, I
Let's
wouldn't mind
be-
seeing it,
because
They went with the more realistic, gritty look, right? With Croc.
I guess he's slightly. I don't know. Like he still looks like a reptile man.
Well, yeah, but he looks like somebody with a skin problem, not really
Yeah.
big ass.
He looks like a
crocodile.
full-on mutant to me. But I mean,
Yeah, but-
anyways, he's human-sized.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Jay, I love Jay as Joker. He looks like he's going to be really good as Joker.
He looks interesting.
Yeah. I just
um,
don't understand those that.
Honestly, I
not
think
giving
most
him a
people are going
chance
to see the
before they
movie for
actually watch it.
Harlequin. I'm curious
Yeah.
about Harlequin and Friends, the movie.
Plus, I like Will Smith as Deadshot.
Will Smith?
In
In the trailer, he was very good.
You mean
Yeah.
Will Smith
He's
as
really
Will
just
Smith?
beat down.
Named Deadshot?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the
Pretty
character he wishes he
much.
could be in every movie.
But
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you be? It's Will Smith. I mean, he's amazing. I
I
love
haven't
a
seen his
fan.
last several
a
films.
fan.
You're not a fan?
I'm not a huge fan of Will Smith.
Pursuit of Happiness, £7. Fucking I Am Legend, all great movies.
I Am Legend wasn't. I don't know.
was-
I guess it's a problem with book movies, I guess.
Well, the thing with
It's
I
not
Am
his
Legend, the
fault.
reason
He
it
did
was
fine.
so,
I
the
liked-
reason it was so good.
What was that? John Hancock, was it?
Hancock.
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 Just
Okay.
Hancock.
I actually kind of
That
like
was
that movie.
pretty silly.
The
And
reason
Pursuit
I
of
like
Happiness, I guess it was pretty good.
yeah, I Am Legend was good because he basically did the entire movie by himself. He was basically the only actor in the movie.
As
Like, do you know
himself.
this? Do you know the scene where he was in the shop and he's
The
talking
movie
to that
rental
man,
Talking to the
store.
mannequins?
Yeah.
and
Or whatever.
they don't talk back and he goes mental. It's one of my favorite scenes in movie history. He's just
Oh,
going
yeah.
crazy at this mannequin. It's brilliant. But I love Will Smith. I think he's a great actor. Like even in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he
I
was
liked him in Men in
incredible.
Black.
Yeah.
I think he definitely tries, even if the movie is shit.
Like
Except
After
for-
Earth.
Except
Oh,
what was that?
God.
What was that
shit
with his
movie?
son?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Earth.
Which one?
The one with
With Earth,
some
right?
sci-fi...
Yeah,
Wasn't
After
it
Earth.
just
The one with his
After
son.
Earth?
That
The one
movie
with his
was
son.
shit.
It was terrible.
And
But
he
his
was
character was
terrible
shit.
in it.
They got
Yeah.
the most charismatic actor in Hollywood to play the most uncharismatic character ever made.
Most
It's
just-
charismatic.
He's one of the most charismatic.
Okay, sure.
He's one of the most.
Tom Hanks is a good candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Will Smith is pretty charismatic, and
Yes,
and they made him play one of the most uncharismatic
he's
characters.
basically
ever.
a
I don't even know
wall.
what character he played. I didn't
Just
see
a
it.
generic
douchebag
black
dad.
man too. Just like he's just had no character to him whatsoever. He never smiled. He was a dick essentially,
Yeah.
and not a
Just
likable one.
robot.
Yeah, he was just crap.
That was the movie I hated.
In
most of it.
iRobot, he wasn't.
Oh, iRobot, I like.
iRobot
that
was
movie.
okay.
I like that movie. You see,
I
most
actually-
of the films are pretty good.
Didn't read that book.
I like his movies. I think he's one of my favorite actors. I think he's great.
I usually watch whatever he's in.
Focus
Except for
wasn't
After.
terrible either.
What?
I don't know that one.
Focus.
I don't remember it.
It was a newish movie. It came out in the last year. It's about hustling,
Oh.
essentially.
It's about what?
Hustling.
Hustle.
Oh.
Basically, they run a big job and stuff. It's, it's not amazing. It's no Ocean's 11, but
Oh yeah.
it's okay. Are you the remaking Ocean's 11 with females?
All girls,
'Cause
right?
They're remaking Ghostbusters and Ocean's 11 with an all-female cast.
Oh, the Ghostbusters secretary is gonna be
Interesting.
played by Thor.
Oh really?
So they reversed the gender with that one.
I
Yeah.
quite like that, though.
Makes
That's
sense.
quite interesting, yeah.
I think
That's
it'll be
pretty
funny as that position.
I
I
do
want to see
love it.
now.
Chris
I expect to see female Slimer.
Yeah, I want a female soldier too.
I love Chris Hemsworth though. He's great. Fucking as Thor, he's spot on. His delivery is incredible as Thor. He's just so good.
I like him as James Kirk's dad. He's for the first few minutes of the first Star Trek movie. He plays the captain of the.
Oh, okay.
I hate Star Trek, so I refuse to watch it.
Oh my gosh.
Same here.
I don't
Oh
like Star Trek.
The thing is, do you think having an all-female cast, or at least an all-female cast for the main roles, would make the movie
Shit?
no, like you can't say the movie sucks.
No, of course not.
No, not yet.
I don't know.
Oh no!
Well,
no,
I just-
Are you asking if because it's an all-female cast?
No. I just
it
feel
means
that
we
if
can't say the movie sucks if it
Yes.
sucks without coming off as sexist.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
I will say
It's a
say
possibility.
it sucks.
That
I
Yeah.
will say it sucks.
But you may be perceived as sexist
Yeah,
incorrectly.
That's what I mean.
You
Yeah,
say, call
I
me
guess-
sexist, and I don't give a
So
single
if I
shit.
actually go and
Like-
watch Ghostbusters, and I'm actually a Ghostbusters fan, the Ghostbusters cartoon was probably one of my favorite things to watch every
Oh
Sunday
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
I fucking
The pro-
love that.
The problem is that this all-female thing that's happening with Ocean's 11 and Ghostbusters is so gimmicky that it's almost sad to hear. Like, it's like we must do something to make females more important. Let's take a
Because they're
beloved
not already
films and-
important to the human race for some reason.
The only thing I
They're
can
not important.
see with that like kind of movie is just I think the reason why people think it's gonna suck is because, well, let's be honest, a lot of only female cast movies are, well, chick flicks usually, and they're usually shit. But if they like go on a route where it's still like a Ghostbusters comedy with like maybe like the same kind of humor as like Bridesmaids, like have at you like maybe it won't be that bad.
Have you ever heard of a test in movies, in media, called the
I have.
Bechdel test? The Bechdel
Yes,
test.
I knew where you're going. Yep, it's a good
So
test.
the Bechdel test, for anyone who doesn't know, is a test that it tests whether a film has more than one female and has more dialogue not about a male than about a male. So,
Say that again?
like,
The females
I'll-
have to have
I'll-
a conversation about
The-
like a thing that makes them people, not just like guy obsessed.
yeah. So
Tools.
here's the quote: "Asked whether a work of fiction featured at least two women who talk about who talk to each other about something other than a man." Right? Almost half of the movies ever made fail this test.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is not okay. That is a gross misuse of women in movies. That's not cool.
Piggybacking off Jordan's thing, I think the problem with a lot of all-female movies is any movie where the first foot forward isn't like, it's an action comedy, it's a romance thing. It's the first foot is, it's an all either gender or race or whatever. That's just like, oh well, okay.
I know where it's going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
The
the
only
first
the only
scene
time-
of that Ghostbusters movie is not paying
A library.
homage to Ghostbusters, but female comedy, that's just gonna
Yeah.
That's where you say
Like,
okay.
The cast
The pro-
is so good. I'm
the
so
problem
excited for it.
is,
All my
if-
favorite SNL cast members.
The thing about stepping forward with that kind of thing, the only time that's ever acceptable is when it's topical. So for Django
Right.
Unchained and stuff,
or
obviously it
the
makes
O.J.
sense.
Simpson trial movie.
Yeah. Anything that's topical, it makes sense to put your foot forward in terms of having an all black.
But
cast
even
or-
then, I don't even know if that's. I think that's like their second foot thing. The first point's still like historical action
I suppose,
or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, but like, it's just it's the gimmick I don't like. It's that
Exactly,
how
yeah.
can we make women relevant?
Do you
Let's
think
take a beloved
the gimmick
movie?
empowers women?
No, I think
No.
it harms them.
No, it probably embarrasses them, if
Yeah.
anything.
Because
I think
that's
it-
it shouldn't be the selling point of your movie.
No,
Right.
because what does that basically say? If someone says we've recreated
rest of-
Ghostbusters and Ocean's 11 with an all-female cast, what that basically says is we have no other way to make women relevant in movies, therefore we have to do this. I'm not saying that's true. I'm saying that's the message it gives off.
That does
Right.
That
kinda
we,
give off that message.
we have to do this to make females relevant in on a broader scale, which it may end up doing. It may end up having that desired effect, but it's a harmful foot to put forward.
Yeah.
Because it can so easily fuck
It's like
up.
a double-edged sword, basically.
Yeah, it can so easily fuck up and ruin any
This guy
chance you
keeps
have.
inviting me to Counter-Strike Global. I don't have the fucking game.
How does he invite you to it then?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you sure you don't have it?
I don't. Hey, dude. You know what? All-female movie I would love to watch? Danger Girl.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Girl.
It's a comic book, but it's like a Charlie's Angel, like 3 spies or something, all girls.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't read the comic though, but I played the video game on like my PlayStation 1. I would love to watch
Danger
a movie
Girls.
of that. I think it's called Danger Girls. Yeah, Danger Girl. So yeah, how are
Movies coming up.
Not bad. Just
You've been playing
Well,
Ark Survival Evolved.
I have, yes.
Quite a bit.
Playing
Pretty
hard.
surprising. Do you
My
like all
friends-
these survival games?
Usually no, but that's normally because I don't have anyone to play with.
Mm.
But I was playing League of Legends on TeamSpeak, and like 4 of my friends were on it. So I was like, you know what? It's only £8, so I'll get it. And I bought it, and it's surprisingly fun with people. I quite like it. Yeah, it's just a nice little game to play. It's not. The only time it's ever stressful is when something fucks up. Like today, our mammoth died, and that sucks because it took us like 2 hours to tame, and now we have to go and tame another one. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. I quite like it, and more importantly, it's a good game to stream, which is
More.
which is what I'm going to be doing in the near future. I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone as well, so I might stream that.
Yeah, I've been playing
That
Hearthstone
reminds
a
me.
lot lately.
There was a pro streamer, pro something. I'm assuming pro Starcraft player. This week, he streamed
Live.
himself trying to play Starcraft and Hearthstone at the same time.
Oh,
Fucking
He's
hell.
just switching. He's like alt tabbing just really quick. Like, okay, build, my turn. Okay, go back here. Spell, back.
Yeah, right. Good luck.
That's
Right. I have no idea
impressive.
if he won either of his games. I have no idea. I just saw a thing about it.
So there was big news just quickly with StarCraft, right? So something. Well, to say I haven't been on it a few weeks. So I haven't been able to say this. Basically, there's a SC2 player, StarCraft 2 player called Life. He's one of the biggest players ever in StarCraft 2. You know, one of the most. He's like the second best in history in terms of accolades and stuff like that. He got arrested for match fixing.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been accused of match fixing, as I say. He's been arrested, which you need a warrant
Wow.
for. So they must have sufficient evidence to prove that he did.
Right.
So that's not okay. That's a big step, because StarCraft 2 was already falling into mediocrity and you know, just irrelevance, and now this just makes it even worse because people don't even know if what all the results that have happened in the past however long are actually, you know, correct or not, and it just
what's the guy's name?
it's Life.
Is he like a kind of a douchebag when he plays?
I don't know. I don't necessarily. I don't think I ain't watched him in a while. Maybe I ain't watched SC2 in a year and a half. But you know, all I know is he's fucking good. He's a good fucking player. Like, but it's just kind of like it's kind of shitty because he's so good, and it just does a disservice to the whole game in terms of an esport. You know, if people can't trust the results that have happened in the past year or whatever,
Yeah.
or people might just stop watching.
Yeah.
And with
Money
League
speaks
of
the
Legends,
loudest, though.
it
Yeah.
does, but with League of Legends and Dota 2 kicking their ass when it comes to views,
Oh, for sure.
like you need everything you can do to keep people watching, not to stop them from watching. You know, people are already thinking, "Oh, I'll switch to League of Legends because it's more popular, and most people follow what's popular." And I don't know what's gonna go on with I think it'll have a massive impact on StarCraft 2 esports, to be honest with you. You know, all because one dude made a stupid decision. So I honestly don't know. He was arrested on the 31st of January. So I don't exactly know what's going on at the minute. But you need a warrant to arrest someone. So they must have sufficient evidence to get the warrant, which means they must have sufficient evidence to, prove that he did it.
Do they have numbers on like how much he's earned from all this match fixing and stuff?
I don't know the full story. All I know is I was watching Day Night the other day and he talked about it, and I read up a bit on it, and basically he received money for match fixing. I'm not entirely sure how much. I don't know if anyone knows how much, to be honest with you, because I haven't seen anything about it. But yeah, it just kind of sucks, I guess, to see such a big person in esports do something so fucking dumb. But yeah, that's just thought I'd bring up but before I forgot. But yeah, apart from that, my week has been League of Legends, climbing the ladder, because fuck Riot, essentially, for putting me in silver.
How are you liking their new? Have you used their new system at all for pairing with random
Dynamic
groups?
Queue. I love
it seems
Dynamic
really
Queue.
cool.
It's way better.
It's
but it just
way
takes
better.
longer to start a game.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you can just
If that means
Higher quality games.
If that means I get my role, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
if
no
that
more
means
trolls.
Because I play every role. Well, you still get trolls, but not.
You
as
still
many.
get trolls, not as much now.
I can play every role pretty sufficiently, but I love playing mid and jungle. Ironically, I can pick two fucking positions now, so I just pick mid and jungle, and I get every time. It's brilliant, love it.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, it shows that Riot aren't completely dumb. Because in the past, I've questioned whether they are or not, but it shows that they're not actually completely retarded when it comes to, advances in their game. They at least know kind of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But, I love the new system. And it's also made the LCS look so much better. Because the new Spectator client as well is so polished that it makes the stream look really cool. Because, all of the pick and bans and stuff look really, really smooth.
Yeah.
Which kind of like all the pictures, all the splash shot's been introduced into the game. All the splash shot looks so amazing that it just makes the stream look really, really good, which I kind of like. So yeah,
it's kind of cool also how the first 3 people get the ban.
Yeah, but there's only one problem with that. There's only still 3 bans. We need more bans.
They should just do 5.
Yes, 5 for each side. Yes, perfect. Over 120 champions, right? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
The problem there is at the minute is that there's too many champions to ban, because the meta shifted in a way that no one expected, and now no one quite knows where they stand. And now there's 10 champions that are really powerful.
Oh yeah.
And you can only ban 6 of them, and it's just you kind of have to leave up a really strong champ now, and I don't like that. It kind of takes away from what banning's all about. I mean, Dota have had fucking 5 bans forever, and they've not even got as many champions as League does.
Yeah, I can understand if the 3 ban thing was friggin' from season 1, but they have so many champions now, it should be up to 5.
They've got to eventually, because in the pro scene they're struggling to ban everything they want to ban. So that seems to be what happens.
There's so with all these new champions coming out, they're so imbalanced with older season champions that you're gonna need more bans just to ban usually the newer champions because they're so fucking broken.
So in game theory, this is mainly for trading on card game theory, but it works in League of Legends as well. There's a theory that you can't just keep on making more powerful cards. It's obvious when you think about it, but when you create a new expansion, how do you make it? How do you make people want it? Well, most people will think, just make really good cards. Yeah, but you have to keep on topping yourself, then, don't you? You have to keep on making better and better cards.
Power creep.
Then the old ones get crap, and it's just it's not a very good ecosystem. So what Magic the Gathering do and what Hearthstone
the opposite
are trying to do is they bring in new mechanics. So instead of more powerful cards, they introduced Inspire and then Discover into Hearthstone. And now they bring in formats into Hearthstone, which makes it so much better.
I think definitely with Magic. I can't say for sure with Hearthstone, but I do think they both still have slight power creep, but it's definitely not anywhere. It's not significant, really.
They do. But now they're bringing formats into Hearthstone, which makes it so much better. Now we're going to have Standard and Wild, which is the best thing that could have happened to Hearthstone.
Formats are the equalizer.
But the same thing happens in League of Legends. You can't just keep on making better and better champions. That's not the way to do it. You just make them fun to play. You know? They don't have to be fucking batshit crazy powerful like all these new ones are.
Is the new guy broken with the sniper rifle?
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Jin is pretty fucking... Like, the problem is he's immobile. So, he's susceptible to ganks and stuff like that. But...
The min-max characters usually are hard to do.
The problem is with Jin is that his AD scales with crit, attack speed, and AD.
Oh, jeez.
I saw an AD, a Jin the other day with 1,000 AD. That's standard now.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's standard. It's fucking stupid. That's what Riot are doing. They're just making characters with stupid fucking ratios, and what happens every time is that they get banned, and no one gets to play them because they're banned.
What was the wind sword Japanese guy?
Yasuo.
What is it?
Yasuo.
Yeah. Was he broken when he first came out?
Oh, Yasuo.
Yasuo, yeah.
He's
not
strong,
particularly.
But a lot of people suck playing with him.
Like Zed, right? Zed is a perfect example of a character that wasn't overpowered when it came out. Zed wasn't overpowered because they introduced a new mechanic in his ultimate. You know, after a certain amount of seconds it pops, but then they have the QSS, which counters his ulti. You know, there's nothing to counter any of the new champions' mechanics, which is the problem. With Zed, at least you could buy a 1,400 gold item to nullify his ultimate. You know. Now you just have Ilaoi, which just... I don't even know what the fuck she does. She just goes crazy and kills people with tentacles. Like, I have no fucking idea what she does. You've got Kindred, who has her Zonyas she can move around in. Like, it's just a bit silly. And the new characters look genuinely fun to play, but the problem is no one ever gets to play them in ranked. Because they're always banned.
The only ones they seem to not fuck up really was Tom Kench and Bard. And even Bard was kind of still too weak at the beginning when he first came out.
I really want to try
Tom Kench. Tom Kench is like the most broken shit in the game.
I don't think he's that broken.
Oh, come off it.
He's not that broken.
Yeah,
as soon as you slow him, he's fucked. It doesn't matter.
Right. Take every character in League of Legends right now. Tom Kench is the strongest by far. By not even country mile. No one comes close. The problem, his ultimate makes his AD scale with health. That's such a broken mechanic. You can just build health. You can build tank and get damage. Anything that
increases your offense from your defense, or vice versa, is
that's
not good.
He can remove people from the game for a long period of time, so they can't die.
Well, yeah, Bard can do that technically too. With his ultimate.
Yeah, but at least you can't. At least they can't move.
No.
Like with Tom, he moves faster when he eats people as well.
When he eats his own kind.
Yeah. So he can just eat his ally and run off, and then no one can do anything about it.
Unless he's almost dead.
Yeah, but it's just, and he's grey health. He's stupid. He gets 2 health bars pretty much. You know.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Basically, when you do damage to him, he doesn't lose health. He loses his first health bar, and then when you activate his E, it makes that grey bar into health again, into shield.
I see.
So he never actually loses health. Well, he loses health slowly, doesn't he? Because if you leave if you leave the thing without pressing E, the grey health slowly ticks down, and you slightly gain health. So it meets in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it stops. Yeah.
Tom Kench is this is how broken Tom Kench is. Tom Kench is an always ban. He's an always ban. Always. Just ban him.
It would be interesting if Riot had a system where you could basically, for your profile, say, if a game has this champion in it, auto make me leave. And they wouldn't necessarily have to... implement it. Just use it as a data gathering device to see what champions are on these lists on the most numbers of players.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that would
problem
be
is
interesting.
Riot focuses a lot on the pro scene, and that's dangerous because people in pro play Tahm Kench. You know why? Because they have coordination and they have teamwork. So Tahm Kench isn't as powerful in pro as he is in solo queue because CC is a big problem for Tom. If you CC him, he's pretty dead.
Yeah.
But there's not enough coordination in solo queue for Tahm Kench not to be fucking overpowered.
Sure.
So they obviously look at the pro scene and go, "Oh, Tom isn't banned a lot in the pro scene. He obviously can't be that powerful." No, solo queue and pro are not the same thing at all in really any way. They're completely different.
Right. I mean, Magic has a very strong similarity as well, like with combo decks.
Yeah. Same with Hearthstone. When you get to a certain level, overpowered characters stop seeming so overpowered. Right. You ask a pro at the minute...
You know what the weakness is.
Yeah. You ask a pro in League of Legends at the minute who is overpowered, they'll probably say no one. They'll probably say there's a lot of strong characters, but they'll probably say there's no overpowered ones because there's always a way to counteract a character. But you just need the coordination and the teamwork, which solo queue just doesn't have.
Solo queue teamwork, that's funny.
You just don't have the teamwork in solo queue. Like since the dynamic queue came out, it's fixed a lot of stuff in terms of champ select trolling, but I've only had a couple of matches where I've had really good teamwork from my teammates. Most of the other matches, just me hoping to God they don't feed to high heaven. And
See, that's my problem when I play. Is my goal is just not to feed, so I have very poor map awareness. It's like, why don't you come and help me? It's like, I was just trying not to die.
That's called playing like a bitch.
That's actually true.
That's why I play ARAM. It's very straightforward. It's only one thing I need to do.
It's literally straightforward.
For everyone watching or listening that wants to climb the ladder out of bronze and silver and gold, play like a bitch. This is my advice to you. Don't die. Don't CS if you're gonna die. Sit tower if you have to.
Tower. Yeah.
Just play like a bitch. Your ADC wants to go in. Don't play like a bitch.
Yeah.
What you need to do is play Tahm Kench, and every time he tries to go in, eat him and run off. And make sure nothing happens. Play like a bitch, and you will make it to plat. I guarantee you. Because that's just what you have to do. Too many people want to play fucking Zed and LeBlanc and get these awesome plays that look really cool, and then you end up dying.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. No. Play like a bitch. And I promise you. I promise you it'll work. I promise you. All
that reminds me, I saw what's the new Tarantino movie? The Hateful Eight. I saw that.
Oh, I want to see it so badly.
It was very good. The Hateful Eight is very good.
Nice.
It was very Tarantino. Quite liked it.
I was reading some weird stuff about Tarantino the other day. Of course, because it's Tarantino. Do you know in Pulp Fiction?
Right.
Do you know the foot massage scene? The woman's having a foot massage by John Travolta.
Okay, yes.
It's actually Quentin Tarantino. Who's doing the foot massages. He's got a massive foot fetish. In one of the movies, you'll notice in his character's office, I think, or something like that. It might be his office. He has a massive picture of a foot on his wall. He's got a massive foot fetish.
That does not surprise me.
You know the scene in what is that Nazi movie?
Inglourious
Bastards.
You know the scene where the lady actress Diane Kruger was choked and killed by the Nazi guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that choke was real.
Oh,
and guess whose hands choked?
Tarantino.
Yeah. So that face that you see is real fear.
A real thing happened in Hateful Eight I was reading. There's a scene where what's the main actor's name? Kurt Russell smashes a guitar, and apparently what was supposed to happen is this guitar was on loan from a museum because it was an actual guitar from that period in time, and they're supposed to use that guitar as a prop, and then switch it out with a replica for the smashing scene. But apparently, this didn't get communicated to Kurt Russell. So he just completely he splint like it is unrepairable. Like it's in so many pieces by the end. Like all the other actors I guess knew and just like so it's like legit on camera. God. And I guess like Tarantino had like a weird little like smirk on his face off to the side because it was such a good like performance. He's like, man, I guess it was worth it for the performance, but now that like, museum is never ever gonna loan a guitar out ever again.
It's like Leo DiCaprio in Django Unchained when he smashed his hand on the table.
Yeah. Right.
And broke the glass.
I feel like we had this conversation about things like last time we were all together.
Yeah. But Quentin Tarantino, if you notice in all of his films, there's a large amount of feet just being shown. When people are walking, it'll be to the feet while they're walking. There'll be loads of imagery about feet in his movie.
Kill Bill that scene where the camera's like beneath the floor and she's walking across it?
Yep. He's got a massive foot fetish.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. Like
he asked, for massive feet.
Apparently, I think the story was he asked to do the foot fetish. He was like, "Can I do it?" And she was like, "Yeah, go for it. Why not?" Like, I'll get a foot massage. Cool.
Uma Thurman is or was, I don't know, I've not seen her lately, fairly attractive.
Lately.
I have no idea what she looks like now. She's probably still.
What, Uma Thurman?
Yeah, Uma Thurman. I mean, she's no Sigourney Weaver, but she's pretty good. She was in. Have you guys ever seen The Adventures of Baron Munchausen?
No.
That sounds like you've just made it up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, if you Google Adventures, the first thing that comes out is Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
Boom!
Oh, damn.
The first thing. Just from the word adventures.
It's a good movie. It's weird. It's got Robin Williams in it. It's got Uma Thurman in it. It's got
There's Robin
half
Williams?
the cast of Monty Python. It's just bizarre.
Gotta watch
this. Because Terry Gilliam's the director. He's the one who directs things like he was the only American Monty Python member, and so he's done like Time Bandits and Brazil. Just weird, kind of hard to grasp movies.
God, I love Monty Python so much.
I was actually watching them a lot last week because I got a new a digital drawing tablet, and so I was just practicing drawing, and I had Holy Grail on YouTube, or not Holy Grail, just various Flying Circus episodes going on in the background.
Do you know my
on Terry Gilliam's Wikipedia?
Yeah.
He has made a game. It's called The Unfinished Swan.
I didn't know this.
Which I played, and I did not know this, but...
Whoa, how was it? Was it weird?
It's actually very good. I'm pretty sure you guys know the game. You know the one on the PS3 where you have to shoot like ink everywhere because there's a lot of white space?
Oh, that was him. Yeah.
What's it called?
Unfinished
Swan.
Exclusively for the PlayStation 3 back then. Now it's for the PS1.
I've heard of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. Huh. But on Unfinished Swan's Wikipedia, he's not credited. There's no mention of him. What does he do? I mean, he's not the director, he's not the producer, he's not anything. I'm not sure.
He's the idea man.
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
Fucking
artist. He's the guy who does the Monty Python like stop motion stuff with the paper cutouts.
Yeah.
I love the Monty Python scenes where they reenact
he did
real life
monkeys.
historical things.
Yes.
And they always end
like
up
old
being
women with handbags. Like, fighting in the mud.
Yeah. Every time it could be like the Romans or every time it's just...
The Battle of Pearl Harbor. Like a brawl in the mud with old ladies.
Oh, God. Have you seen the first ever sketch of Monty Python I saw was the hide and seek one. So the narrator's saying
with explosions.
He's trying to hide and then he's like he's in the middle of the field and he just explodes. And then it goes to like, he's not here today, he's on holiday, and then he's in his house, and then they blow up his house. And then he's like, oh, what? What's going on? Holy Grail was my favourite Monty Python anything. I loved Holy Grail. It was incredible.
I haven't seen it in quite a while. Meaning of Life's really good. And Brian, and they're all good. There's not really any bad ones.
Fucking, I love Monty Python. The best thing I've ever seen is... not best thing I've ever seen. That's I should no. Basically, John Cleese is an atheist.
Second favorite Python.
For anyone who didn't know, John Cleese is an atheist, and
Most of them probably are.
He went on a show with a priest, like it was like a talk show. It was like in the 80s.
You're talking about after the release of The Life of Brian.
Yes.
Okay.
And there was basically a big argument between if what they were doing was okay, and it was one of the best debates I've ever heard. It was really cool to watch. I quite liked it.
Was it just John Cleese? I thought Michael Palin was with him as well.
Yes, Michael Palin and John Cleese, yes.
Okay, so the problem, I remember seeing something about this. I guess the problem was, like, the two religious guys were, like, adamant. It's like, you guys this is blasphemous, because it's very clearly depicting our Saint Jesus Christ, whatever, our holy figure, you're ridiculing him. And apparently, when they'd both seen a screening of the movie, they'd walked in a few minutes late. Because the first few minutes of The Life of Brian, like, the camera pans down to, like, you see, like, the Jesus manger and all that stuff. And then it cuts to the right, and it zooms in on the Brian manger. So it's very clearly showing you they're different people, and they'd missed that.
It was just it was really interesting. And also, there was something that happened on the BBC the other day that was really interesting. I just want to talk about real quick. So... it's a bit of a sad story, but I kind of like the story. So there's a dude called Simon, and he was starting a movement called Simon's Choice. Basically, he was diagnosed with motor neurodysfunction, motor neuron disease, and he travelled to Switzerland to get assisted suicide, essentially. And he streamed the whole thing on BBC.
Oh,
wow!
1.5 million people watched him commit suicide, essentially.
How do they do it? Injection or something?
Anesthetic. They overload you with anesthetic and you just go.
Yeah, so you hold like a clamp and you can let go whenever you want to release it into your system.
Oh, interesting.
The clamp's holding a tube shut,
And basically, it's like the last part of the show was just like a monologue to his wife and his children. And it's really sad. It's really sad. Like he's talking about how he was never good enough for his wife and his kids and all this stuff. And but it was
I'll always have the last word.
But it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. To see that on BBC.
Yeah. Weird.
1.5 million people watched him get assisted suicide on, and it sparked a massive debate on England about, should we possibly bring euthanasia to England? Because
I know Terry Pratchett went to Switzerland for euthanasia.
Because a lot of people, including me, think that it's ridiculous that you have to travel to a different country just
right.
to.
What was Terry Pratchett suffering from?
MND as well, right?
I thought it was Alzheimer's, but I don't.
Oh right.
Could have been that.
Because I know
you should
this
have
guy
a choice.
Yeah, this guy's
your own life.
This guy Simon had MND. Right, he'd be in a few years. He'd be trapped inside his own body. Like, that's no one wants to live like that. That's not cool. And the fact that he had to travel to Switzerland just to have this done is sickening to me.
If I'm not mistaken, some countries actually, if you actually try to commit suicide like any other way, it's actually a crime in some countries.
Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
stupid.
a crime?
Suicide.
Attempted suicide.
Attempted suicide is a crime in some countries.
You can get arrested for attempted suicide. That's retarded. I have
some friends who had that happen to them because they were jumping off a bridge into a river for fun. But, jumping off of a bridge, apparently it's high enough. They're like, oh god, you kids.
So they got arrested.
Take you down to the station. Yeah.
Oh
no, but do you actually get arrested? Like, do you get jail?
I think you get a ticket. I mean,
ticket?
It goes on, like, on whatever you call your permanent record.
Right. Wait. So they're like, you want to commit you want to commit suicide. What we're gonna do is give you a fine.
It depends. Like, so if let's say they were on an overpass for a freeway and the cop arrested them, it's less punishment than if they had jumped off the overpass and hit a car and caused a car accident that killed people. Yeah. Then it's a scale.
Well, then that's manslaughter. That counts as manslaughter, right? No,
it's whose fault?
That'd be manslaughter then, wouldn't it? If you
probably
not unless you're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! I mean, if you were alive.
Yeah.
Well, that must suck, wouldn't it? You try to commit suicide, you live, and then
you just kill someone
else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a fine.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, what? This only in America. Only in America is that logic available. You want to end your life? We're going to give you a fine. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Right.
Just for that, I'm going to end my life.
I'm
I saw
pretty
a good
sure
Reddit
that
post.
suicide is illegal here as well.
In Japan, your family get a fine if you commit suicide.
If you, that's
If you actually, if you succeed in committing suicide, they give your family a
so
massive
to kill
fine.
your family first.
Well, I don't quite think it works like that, pal.
I wonder how far back they
back
go
they
in
go.
lineage. Like, what if you're adopted? Like, you could affect 1 million people.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that they're trying to deter people from committing suicide. That's essentially what they're trying to do.
Because
Right.
they have
There was
high
a load-
suicide rates, right?
Yeah,
freaking
because there
high.
was a load of people jumping
Very.
off of their jobs, buildings, because they
There's
were like
actually
working.
there's a it's a movie in Japan called Suicide Club or something. It's actually
That
based off
sounds familiar.
Sorry, it's really weird. It's about these kids like in high school, and then there's like this national phenomenon of people starting suicide clubs in school, and then like people urging others to commit suicide.
That's really
it's
weird.
Fucking weird. It's Japan.
Yeah.
They get really upset if you refer to the suicide forest as the suicide forest.
Oh,
But there was
I
a
can't
load-
remember what it's
yeah.
actually called.
There was a load of people that they were basically jumping off of their buildings, their jobs, because they were working 30 hours a day. Well, shifts, 30-hour shifts.
I knew what
Yeah.
you mean. Yeah.
They were working 30-hour shifts and they were just exhausted.
In
So they
Malaysia,
just-
you get either 1 year jail, a fine, or both if you survive your suicide.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Either
That's just-
whoever, like the person helping or the person that's actually committing, because religion and all that dumbass
course.
shit.
Fo,
Yeah.
where's Trump in the polls right now?
I believe he's either first or second for the Republicans. Because I know he got second at the first
Who else though?
preliminaries,
Who else?
and he got second.
Who else?
The guy who beat him the first time,
What's
Cruz?
his face? Yeah, Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz. Because he nearly beat Hillary Clinton at
Yep.
the Iowa.
So like Ted Cruz,
caucuses.
Ben Carson, and Donald Trump. These three guys are the top three, right?
there's like
It's like-
five.
It's like the
There's
Three
5 people
Stooges, isn't
altogether.
it?
There's also a Bush.
They're all terrible.
There's another guy. I think his name is Chase or something like that. Republican as well.
No, I don't remember.
One of the
I can't keep-
Republican
I only know
candidates.
'cause I'm watching
One of the Republican
SNL.
candidates at the recent GOP debate or something
Yeah.
called him out for always memorizing a 25-minute or 25-second speech,
Right.
and he actually like outed himself
Trump
by
was calling him
constantly repeating himself on air.
I
It
don't
was fucking
know how-
retarded. Seriously.
I don't know. If you have a good message, I don't know.
No, he
Although
kept saying.
there-
He kept saying, "We always question Barack Obama, but I think he
Oh,
actually
right.
knows
He
what he's doing," and he said it like 8 times or something. It's fucking hilarious.
This week I watched an internet movie. It's about 40 minutes long. It's a Funny or Die production. So the premise is Donald Trump wrote a book a while ago called The Art of the Deal. And so the premise for this movie is back then Donald Trump wrote, directed, and starred in a movie about this book. And so it's that movie. And Donald Trump is played by Johnny Depp. And it's really good. It is worth your time.
Wow.
It's a
It's a
free
really good
on the
cast.
internet movie.
It's free. Funnyordie.com. The Art of the Deal by Trump. I don't know. The theme song is it's by friggin' Danger Zone. What's his name? Kenny Loggins.
Ken Loggins.
Like, it's got great production values and it's funny. It's so, worth checking out.
I found out about a internet series a couple of days ago that my friend sent to me. It's created by FantasyCon, one of the conventions about D&D in America.
Oh.
It's like 5
Okay.
episodes, like 1 minute long. So it's a bunch of like characters in the fantasy world playing a game called Cubicles and Careers. So it's like their version of D&D.
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
That sounds
It's too
good.
bad it's only 5 episodes and only 1 minute long though.
Yeah.
It's like a year ago.
If you like that, you might like, there were 3 internet movies, maybe 4. Only the first 2 are really worth good, called The Gamers. About like 5 guys in college playing D&D and it switches back and forth between them in their dorm room, them in the fantasy world. It's very funny.
I think I've heard about that one.
I think
I probably mentioned it.
Just really quickly though, only in America can Donald Trump be first for the Republican Party. Donald Trump, look at the guy. What? How?
Well, I saw some New Zealand journalists put it very well because like Donald Trump's a caricature of how the rest of the world views Americans.
Yeah.
And the fact that people want to be viewed that way is mind-boggling.
I saw on Reddit like a couple of days ago about this pretty huge company moving like 1,400 jobs to Mexico.
To get away from Trump.
What? No, to cut costs.
To get away from...
So they have to fire like 1,400 people in America to move the factory to Mexico.
Wow.
So the thing is,
So bad.
I think the reason why he's so high up in the polls is because some of the things he said actually resonates with a lot of Americans, like jobs and like the xenophobia and all that.
But it's just
could
it'd
be
hilarious if at the end he won and he's just like, I'm not actually gonna do this job. This is what's wrong with America, and just walks off. Like that'd be the best thing ever.
What is your favorite thing that he said? My favorite thing is probably him telling the Mexicans to pay for a wall. I think that's.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad.
Did you see the footage from the last GOP debate where they're like announcing the different candidates, like Jeb Bush and like both Donald Trump
and Ben Carson
and Carson. They saw the first camera and just stopped walking. So they're still like backstage technically.
Yeah.
Just standing there like mugging for the camera. And the other candidates just like walking by them. And the stage agent's like, go out there. And they're just like standing there smiling. Like, just like, oh, so painful.
But the
like,
worst one was the last
SNL,
guy. What's his name?
Sketch.
The last guy? They forgot to announce
Jeb
his name.
Bush? Oh, I didn't hear that.
There was
that
like
sucks.
five podiums and one of them was like empty or something. And then they were gonna start the debate and like, but one guy's missing. That everybody's here.
It is a mess.
Hilarious.
That's
apparently.
so embarrassing.
I just American. I love America. I really do because I've been there a lot of times. But
America
you
gives
guys
us a lot of
you
stuff.
guys don't help yourself. I
On
mean,
the one hand, I feel bad for not taking an interest in learning about politics. On the other hand, I don't feel bad at all.
I mean, you guys make it real hard not to make fun of you because it's just unbelievable. I mean, you give us a lot of material for comedy. I mean, that's for goddamn
Good.
sure.
One of my favorite like small parts of a comedy stand-up show is by Louis Black. He just said the name Josh Bush or something, or one of the old guys, Dick Cheney or something, and then he just stopped saying anything. Do I need to say anything more? That's fucking...
Dylan Moran has one of my favorite bits when Arnold Schwarzenegger was voted governor of California.
Oh,
He's like, you took a man whose only skill was lifting the heavy thing. And you're like, that is the man that I want making opinions about immigration for me. It's just like...
I love Dylan Moran.
Dylan Moran's great.
So good.
I love the part about... in the same show, he talked about periods.
I don't remember.
That's fucking hilarious.
He makes Irish people proud everywhere, I'm sure.
I loved him in Shaun of the Dead. I liked him.
He was good. He's good in everything. He's good in Run, Fat Boy, Run.
I love the guy.
Have you, I didn't like him in Shaun of the Dead.
Well, he is playing an asshole character, though, so I guess he did a good job of
different
it.
character.
I think
He
that,
did...
like, it's just a bit like... Irish comedy is a bit...
Yeah.
Like, because you have Dylan Moran, who's very good.
Dora O'Brien.
Dora O'Brien's very good. Ed Burns very good. But have you ever heard of a show called Mrs. Brown's Boys?
No.
It's one of those shows that I find it funny, but it makes you faintly embarrassed to be Irish.
Why?
Because basically it's a dude, an Irish dude, dressed up as an old woman.
Oh.
And he just says fuck every 10 seconds.
What's the name of the
That's
show?
like friggin'...
You are?
What's the name of the show?
Mrs. Brown's Boys.
It's like friggin' Father Ted, though. I was talking to my grandma. She's like, oh, yeah, your grandfather used to love Father Ted. He loved, whatever the name of the old father in that is. Like, he's the most boring character. He just says, "Feck." It's like his only line the entire, like, running time of the show. All 3 seasons. He never says, like, a single other word. It's just like, he had some good jokes, but...
So,
Definitely not my favorite character.
Mrs. Brown's Boys has huge ratings. It's got massive amounts of views, but all of the reviews for them have been diabolically bad. Every reviewer hates it. And in Ireland, the Irish Independent said, and I quote, that's where I got the quote from, "It makes you faintly embarrassed to be Irish." That's what they said. Like, they said
7.5 on IMDb.
Yeah, like, it's... Because it is kind of funny. It's funny to watch, an old woman, Irish woman, just say fuck a lot.
Is it funny in, like, short bursts and not really, like...
It's just cheap comedy. I think that's what a lot of people has a problem with it. And I don't mind cheap comedy. I hate those people that act like every piece of comedy needs to be intelligent. No, it doesn't.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you know, like, Adam Sandler movies? They're kind of funny. Some of them are kind of funny. Grown Ups, I liked that movie. I thought it was a funny movie, you know? Jack and Jill was just shit. It was terrible. And so was Here's My Boy. That was also terrible. But Pixels, I thought that was kind of a funny movie. I didn't hate it. It was not going to fucking end at the Screenwriters Guild, but you know, it gave me a chuckle at least. I hate those people like, no, it's too unintelligent for me. It's like, fuck off. Like, you know, it's just, if it makes you laugh, it does the job, doesn't it? That's essentially what it means. Mm-hmm. Fucking, like, I mean, if you haven't noticed, I say fuck a lot. If you haven't noticed, because you know, but I just find stuff like that funny. I like cheap comedy every now and then. I think it's good for the heart. You know, Dylan Moran is not exactly intelligent, is he? In terms of his comedy, it's not exactly like, it's not Louis C.K.
Observational comedy.
Yeah, it's not Louis C.K. But you know, it's still nice to have that kind of comedy every now and then. But Mrs. Brown's Boys has got terrible reviews there. You should read some of the reviews. It's fucking hilarious. Everyone hates it. Just fucking hate it, mate. They just can't stand the show. It's actually quite funny.
Deadpool has 84 fucks in it, apparently.
That's not a lot for a 1.5 hour movie.
I don't know. It got 10 out of 10 by whatever foulness rating board. Something.
Yeah. So what do you give it? 10 out of 10? Oh, yeah, okay.
Shocking, yeah. An R movie got a 10 out of 10.
It's like funny. It's funny because, like, do you know, like, Amazon?
I do know Amazon.
Amazon own IMDb.
No.
I'd forgotten that.
So every time there's something on sale on Amazon, all of a sudden it has really good ratings on IMDb.
Okay.
Oh, does it?
And like, that's why I never use IMDb for ratings, because you never know what it's going to say, because it's fucking stupid. I like independent, like Rotten Tomatoes is a pretty good website for movies. You know, they're pretty independent as far as funding goes.
I don't really check reviews that often.
I only do if it's a movie that I really am unsure about. A movie like Deadpool, I don't give a fuck what reviews are saying. I'm going to watch it. But you know those movies that the trailer doesn't give enough away to know whether it's good or not? I'll read a review for that, see what people are saying. Like Star Wars, didn't read the reviews.
I guess I should check a review for, like, Hail Caesar or something. It's a new Coen Brothers film. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it, apparently. It's like their worst opening weekend in a long time for a Coen Brothers movie.
Because it opened together with Deadpool?
No, it opened last weekend.
Last week.
So yeah, Foehamner. How was your
What did I
week?
do this week?
I know what you did this week, but
Yeah, Firewatch and Warhammer, pretty much. Warframe, not Warhammer.
Oh, you see, I've been thinking about playing Warframe.
You should get in with us.
Is it good?
don't.
Why is it bad?
So
It'll suck
It's
your
like
No,
life.
it's good.
their new crack.
I don't know that I think you'll like it, though, because you play, like, real shooters,
Yeah.
and the gameplay of Warframe isn't super great from a shooter perspective. It's really good from a perspective of there's a lot of different weapons and a lot of different, like, ability loadouts, so you spend a lot of time, like, tweaking how your character functions.
It's a lot of grinding.
I'm down with that.
I mean, check it out. It's free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
I think, like, one of the things I miss about shooters that used to be, you know, that used to be, you know, average, or, you know, every game had it, was that you could carry, like, 19 weapons at once. I used to love the days when you could carry, like, 20 weapons on your person. Now you can just carry 2 guns. It's like,
That's how Warframe is.
Yeah. Well, here you carry 2 guns and a melee weapon, but you can customize them. They each have like 8 different slots. So you can buff different aspects of like reload time, fire rate, different damage types, that kind of thing. And those have their own levels. The mods have their own levels. Like there's a lot of just a lot of ways to make things take investment of time.
So it's an action shooter with RPG elements.
I'd say so. Yeah. Right. It's good. I mean, it's not like the pinnacle of gaming, but it's surprisingly
addictive,
well put together for a free-to-play game. And I don't think it goes out of its way to make you pay money.
It's not pay to win, I guess you can say.
Yeah, it's definitely not pay to win. It's pay to gain time, which is what it should be, I suppose.
Yeah, I can understand that.
We've both already spent money on it.
I spent a little bit of money on it. Because like so you build the name of the game, Warframe. You build Warframes, and each Warframe has 4 abilities that define pretty much how you play the game. And so I wanted to build more of these Warframes, but I filled up all my slots. I did the same thing in Guild Wars. I paid money to get extra banking slots. This is a common problem with free-to-play games. That's like the best way they get me. It's not
Guild Wars 1 or 2?
Slots. 2.
Okay,
I don't think Guild Wars 1 had microtransactions. I don't know.
Oh, no, but you could use plat. You could use in-game money. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
But the cool thing in Warframe is you can sell things to players for platinum. So
cool.
you don't actually have to
Which
spend
is the
money
premium
if
currency.
you're... Yes. If you have some way of gaining items that people want to spend platinum for.
But if you don't plan on spending money, it'll take you some time to be able to reach that kind of level.
Well, it's a bit like Eve, isn't it? Eve had a self-sustaining economy. So you could
Yes.
buy game time if you played it enough.
I thought I heard a rumor that WoW was going to do that as well.
No, they have
Yeah,
done.
you
Yep.
can.
New thing in Eve, which is weird, the ability to sell skill points. So the way the Eve works is your character is constantly accruing skill points. You put I want to learn how to fly frigate starships rank 5.
And it takes
and that just
19 days.
It takes a lot of days. It takes a long time. Unless you spend a lot of money on implants. But you can now use a thing called a skill extractor to take skills from your character and sell them to other players. So you can already turn, game time into ISK, but now you're turning money into skill points back into in-game currency. It's just this weird circle jerky thing. I don't get who's going to use it. It's so weird.
WoW has actually introduced the game time thing. So people buy the game time and then they use it to the trade. Like if they want an item, then you can use it as currency. It's only for really expensive shit though, like 40k. Well, I don't even know the numbers. It costs a lot.
Sure.
You have to have a really good item or something someone needs or something to trade for game time. Obviously.
You can't... Okay, because you can only trade it in units of 1 month. Probably you can't break it down.
No, you can.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's 1 month.
But I like that though. I mean, at least it opens up the world. I like the incentive, so it means people go out and farm stuff, so they don't have to pay for the game.
Right.
And apparently, do you know the garrison?
Yes.
Do you let you get your own mine in it?
Yes.
I don't know if you knew this. Well, apparently they're changing how that works in Legion. They're going back to how mining used to work with nodes instead of you don't get your own mine anymore. I might be wrong.
Oh,
Don't
I
quote
didn't
me
know
on
how
that.
the mine worked.
Well,
okay, interesting.
Basically, your garrison gets its own mine, but the problem with that is it made it way too easy. You go there every 6 hours.
Destroy the economy.
Yeah, because you go into it refreshes every 6 hours. Was it every 6 hours you get your mine fills up?
Yeah,
So
probably.
every 6 hours you go into your mine and your garrison and you get 18 ores in it. Yeah, crazy amount. So it just broke the economy. Same with herb gardens. You get your own herb garden. You get your own fishing pool.
WildStar kind of did that as well.
Yeah, but
I never played WildStar when there's enough population to have an actual economy anime.
See,
Anyways, I have no idea how it used to be.
with WoW, it fucked it because no one needed ore anymore because it was handed to you.
Right.
You know, it was just
There's
a bit
all just
silly.
the crafting services, I guess, that mattered now.
Yeah.
But the price of those tanks, because resources are easy to come by.
It's like Final Fantasy. The one thing that Final Fantasy has over WoW, one of the things, is crafting.
Are you
The
still
crafting
playing
in
that?
Final Fantasy is so much better.
Have you
Ish.
extended your game time?
What? I bought 90 days when when I first got it. So
Okay.
I've still got about 2
You're
months
good to
left
go
on it.
for a while.
But it's just like the crafting in Final Fantasy so much better than in WoW because you have like the progress and the high quality and stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like a mini game, so it actually makes crafting still not fun. Don't get me wrong, crafting's always shit, but it's more fun than WoW if that's any consolation. But yeah,
Warframe does a very good job of putting in progress in like pretty much every single fucking thing.
It's almost like Disgaea, but not quite that extreme.
In a different
I mean,
way.
like, your weapons have their levels.
Weapons
they
have
have
levels.
mods which have their own levels.
I
You, as a
recently
Warframe,
learned that
have
there's
your own
this
level.
thing called focus where after completing a certain like story mission and then you get like special powers that you can choose and then that one has levels as well.
What?
Yep.
Wait, focus? What are you talking about?
Talk to you later about
Like a
that.
pet?
Yeah.
Is it like a pet?
No, it's not. It's like it's like your next level abilities.
What?
Yep. And your
Okay.
pets have levels, your sentinel have levels.
I figured that much.
You can buy color palettes. It's crazy. It's a fucking crazy game.
The
shouldn't
red
be
color
playing it,
palettes
but-
on sale for 1 credit, like you said it would be for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You should have been playing that game, but we can't stop. I've played like 46 hours in the past 12 days.
Also,
of that
the
game.
trick is I just played a bunch and then I won't want to play it anymore. It's like getting music stuck in my head. I listen to that song a bunch, I just smoke it
It's
out,
like Payday 2.
burn it out.
It's like my
Yeah,
my
a bit
time
like
to Payday
Payday
2.
2.
Because I've always
It's-
wanted
the-
ever since Destiny came out for the consoles, I've always wanted a shooter that I can grind. And I found that in Warframe.
You want to grind.
yeah, that's a weird sentiment,
Yeah,
isn't
that
it?
sounded messed up.
I mean, the thing I like, I hate grind, but I like it when, like in art,
The sense of growth
if you,
and progression.
if you want to get something or not, you have to work for it, and I like that.
Right.
Same with
Yes.
Minecraft, same with all those types of games. Grind,
That's essentially
not so
why
much.
people are still playing Diablo 3.
No, is it though?
I think it's
Or is
just
it- or is it because
psychological thing. I think
Yeah, or is-
every person has this urge just to like grind in whatever game while they're like, say, like watching a movie or something. It's like a relaxful state for me when I grind in like
Yeah,
MMOs or
that's true.
whatever.
It's not for me. I hate it. I mean, I think the thing with Diablo, why people are still playing that, is because they've been truncheoned with the disembodied horsecock for so long and so hard that they don't know anything else. So they're just like, oh, well, I don't know how to play any other game. I might as well farm for more pants.
Talking
They
about
give
Destiny,
me arbitrary numbers.
it seems Destiny, they're working on a sequel right now.
Why?
Cool.
They just released that game in September 2014, by the way.
In an age of DLC, also, like, sequels also seem sometimes out of
And they're
place.
also
it does.
creating like a big expansion for the current Destiny. So I'm not
The
sure
best thing.
what they
the best thing
want to
I-
split up the player base for.
The best thing I ever saw was when Destiny won the BAFTA for Best Game of the Year. And the
Right.
Before it came out,
No, it was when it came out.
When it came out.
And the room went silent. Apparently, everyone in the room went silent. There was no claps. There was
How
no
much
cheers.
did you buy that for? How much
This
did the
one-
BAFTA cost?
On Instagram, there was just loads of videos of everyone like,
What the
"What? Are we for real right now? It won Best Game of the Year. Why? It's terrible."
Yeah.
I mean, apparently the expansions made it better, but I still don't.
fuck?
like
Game's
the look of it.
so empty feeling.
Yeah. That's the problem that Guild Wars 2 had. It had a lot of great ideas, but there weren't enough people playing it to make them good. Like, do you know the global event system?
yeah.
There was not enough people to capitalize on it, because whenever a global event had popped, there'd be like 2 people ever
That's the
within the
opposite
area.
problem on my server. Is it's overly farmed because there's websites that track global events. So as soon as the global event's up, it's down.
Oh.
Because 30 people just teleport over there and take
You
it
see,
down.
that I like that on Final Fantasy, because if you're in a party
Fates.
on Fates, farming crystals, for example, for the anima weapon, if loads of people pounce on it, you farm crystals faster and XP faster. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
On Guild Wars, it just didn't seem like they had it down. I think they had good ideas. I just don't think they had the right implementation. I think it was
One thing I like, so I play most MMOs like a single player experience for the most part. And one thing I like about Warframe is it's an interesting blend where I can play solo, but I'm also fairly gently but strongly incentivized to do certain things with groups as well.
We usually leave it on a public and then let people join the games.
Yeah, if random people join me,
Which
it's
helps
usually fine.
a lot.
Helps. Usually
Some
helps.
of the missions are fucking tough.
Yeah, some of the bosses I won't play it unless
there's this new
I
boss.
find a random guy to do it with.
Have you played that new boss?
No.
It's on
I haven't played today, actually.
One of the planet.
I logged in to check some stuff.
It's crazy. It's like invulnerable until you hack a certain enemy, and then the enemy will.
That guy, like the Razorback.
Yes, that's fucking crazy.
Yes, I did him once.
It took me an hour to kill that fucker.
Were you the group of people?
Yeah.
Okay. We did it. It took us a while. I don't really know what I was doing. I just kind of ran around hacking things and dying a lot from those lasers.
I have no idea.
I don't really know what happened. He eventually died. Yay. It was very underwhelming. I don't even know if he dropped anything good.
Yeah.
I think I got like an Orokin, the gold potato one.
Yeah, the reactor blueprint.
For the gold one, not the blue one, right?
Yeah, so that's Warframe. The rewards that you get are blueprints, and then you need to find the resources to build the freaking thing.
Yeah.
And blueprints are one-time use only. Because it seems after making it, you somehow tear the blueprint apart for some reason.
I mean, that's how
fucking retarded.
That's how blueprints were in
Dumbass
Eve
ninjas.
as well. I don't know why.
Say again?
Eve blueprints were the same way.
In Ark, it's not. In Ark, as soon as you get a blueprint, you've got the blueprint.
There forever, yeah. Same with
Because
Rust.
only idiots would tear blueprints after building something. I don't need this.
Oh,
anymore.
I don't need
Sci-fi
it
games don't know how to handle blueprints. They treat them very roughly. In fantasy settings, paper's gold, so you hold on to it.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
No, it's not.
I see where you're coming from. I get you, Drift. I'm with you. Don't worry.
So yeah, Firewatch.
So Firewatch.
Is it worth it? Is it worth getting?
I think so. So it's only 3 hours long.
I'm fine
Keep
with
that in mind. Yeah, I think the story's worth it.
I think if it was any longer, I'd kill myself. It's a fucking walking simulator. That's
Yeah.
about
Exactly.
the right length.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend it. If you're at all interested, I say check it out. I also played an indie game called Agalos, which is a style that's an old 2D action RPG, and it started out being really, really good. Like the jumping felt fine. The Metroidvania elements were new and creative. Like you unlocked spells, like teleportation things, and you didn't get a second jump. You unlocked an up attack, which was your second jump. So it's really cool. The world is nice, but for some reason, I was having this problem where it would slow down. Like the frame rate, it is as if the frame rate was slowing down. Like Fraps didn't indicate to me that the frame rate was changing, but it would mean that like I would jump and I wouldn't go as high or as far as I was used to jumping because the frame rate would slow down in the middle. And so it made me take like an hour just to do certain things. Like it was really, really frustrating. And I'd be very surprised if it was my computer. This is an old retro RPG. There's no way it's taxing my CPU. So I'm assuming there's some like memory thing in their demo code. And
Memory leak.
that was very, very disappointing because I didn't rage quit. I almost disgust quit at one point, just trying to get across this stupid gap.
Disgust quit.
But I ended up beating the demo, and so yeah, that finale is going up soon. After that, I've got a couple
nice.
other.
It has a Shovel Knight look.
It's
to it.
really well done. Yeah, it's got Shovel Knight. The bosses were cool. Like, if it wasn't for that one issue, it was a very well built throwback game.
It looks really nice.
I liked it quite a bit.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my week. Too much Warframe, but luckily Firewatch was enough content. Firewatch was good.
I think I'll get it. I think I'll get it.
Good. I mean, I want more people to get it because I want to talk about it because there's little choices you can make, and there's a couple of meanings of things that I think might have escaped me. So I need to
do a
discuss it.
Firewatch spoiler cast
After Cody finishes it.
After all the other spoiler casts that we say we wanted to do but didn't do.
Right, the Star Wars spoiler cast never happened.
I love how you made that sound like we had like loads. There's Star Wars.
It's just Star Wars. No, he means all the Star Wars.
All of the Star Wars. all of the Star Wars.
Oh god, there's another game I'm excited about, The Division.
Oh yeah, I've been watching some.
Which a lot of people have said is third-person Destiny, basically.
Do you know what I still don't have? Do you know what I still don't have? Fucking Overwatch beta. I'm pissed off. I want my Overwatch beta key. Blizzard, if you listen.
Round 2 go out?
Did you get it?
Yeah. No.
Round 2 one.
I still haven't got it.
Are they gonna do open beta?
No. It's closed beta. They're never going into open beta. Yeah. Because admittedly, they are treating this beta how betas are meant to be treated. They're treating it as a testing ground for the game.
Proper beta.
Instead of treating it as a publicity stunt.
It's an open
which
demo.
is what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I'm still angry because fuck Blizzard. Because I've been waiting for this game for years and I don't even have the beta key. I'm really pissed off.
If I'm not mistaken, The Division is gonna have an open beta, open demo. Let's just call it what it is. Open demo, like at the end of this month or something, so you can try it out before you buy it.
The problem is with open betas is because so many people playing it, all of the good feedback gets drowned out because a lot of people who play open betas don't give feedback, so they don't. It's the ratios are skewed, and if people in a closed beta, they feel more inclined to
they've already done the closed
feedback.
beta, though.
Yeah, they
are.
Yeah, they've done it for
Did
Xbox
you guys
One, PS4, and PC.
Did any of you get the email from Riot saying, like, hey, you've been selected randomly for a League of Legends feedback thing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so I guess it was random then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I responded. All the questions, not all of them, but there's some really funny ones. Like,
stupid.
How much do you agree with? Riot does what's best for the player first.
Completely disagree.
Yeah.
How do you feel about our ranking system? Shit.
Now,
it was pretty silly.
Yeah, ever since I got placed in silver for no fucking reason. That annoyed me.
Fuck, I went on the message boards for that, and oh man, everyone's raging.
Do you know when I got on play silver, I honestly thought that my MMR was that low. I was like... And then in like the next 3 games I went in, everyone in the lobby was like, "Oh, you're in silver from plat." I was like, "Am I not the only one then? What's going on?"
Great.
But like I said earlier, the problem with that is it makes it harder for people in silver because the whole point of being in silver,
because they're all plats now.
Yeah, the whole point of being in silver is to play against people slightly above you,
who should
so that you can improve. But they're just getting placed against plats and getting decimated.
Right.
If I get, because sometimes you can tell if you're on a lane against a silver or a bronze or a gold. Whenever I come onto a lane against someone as a silver, I fucking destroy them with ease. Like it's not even close, and I feel bad because I just kind of should let them farm, but then they won't learn, and I just don't like it. I wish they just. And their reasoning was so shit as well. Loads of people got boosted, so we decided that we should lower everyone because that's smart.
What does that mean, got boosted?
They paid people to boost their accounts, essentially.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
So there was people in
shouldn't the system be organic enough that if they stop paying the person and they start playing, presumably they start losing and get bumped back down?
But what a lot of people do is they want the end of season rewards and stuff, so they get boosted to gold or plat and then don't play.
You can't stop that.
Yeah. Well, what they do is
you'd stop that.
They get boosted to, let's say, plat 1 or whatever, and then they don't play until the, what do you call it? When you get deterioration.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
They wait until that starts, and then they play a match. And then whether they win or lose, it doesn't matter because it resets the timer. So they just keep on waiting until it decays, and then just play one match, and then they never go below plat or gold. But some people are boosted, and then when they get to plat, they play games and still get carried because it's possible to carry a silver if you're in plat.
Sure.
And especially think about it this way: you say that if they get into plat and they play, they should go down. But what if their games are filled with other people that have been boosted? There's just going to be an even matchup, and nothing ever gets done. Because apparently the statistics were a lot of people got boosted, like an extraordinary amount of people got boosted.
So maybe they should rework the systems. I don't know what was the problem. Like clearly, people want the rewards, but they don't want to actually play League of Legends.
They just don't want to lose them.
Exactly. They don't want to put that in the hard work. Essentially.
Yeah. Jordan, have you played Rise of the Tomb Raider?
No, I actually not have played it yet.
Oh.
I own it too, which is sad.
Play it.
I really want
to. Let's review it.
All right. I'll actually play it a little bit tomorrow.
Nice.
I haven't played my Xbox One in a long time.
Fucking, I need to get a new game to review for the channel. I don't even know what to review.
I don't know what's coming up.
Neither do I.
Firewatch is the only thing on my radar.
Yeah. Firewatch was the only thing I was looking forward to. Oh, Dreamfall. I could do Dreamfall when the final book finally comes out.
When is that?
God, I don't know. They haven't released a date. I'm getting really pissed off.
It's like a lost cause.
I just want to play the last episode.
How many hours have you played? The first 4?
The first 4 books, so... Dreamfall chapters. It's not telling me.
It's fine. So...
I think... Oh, it's on a different account. I think it's about 15 hours or something like that. 15, 16 hours. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's nice. It's a nice length. But, yeah. I'm just waiting for the final episode because fucking... They left it on such a cliffhanger. And I just want to play... I just want... so badly. But I can't.
There's a game that comes out next week called Californium. Explore the worlds of Californium. The first-person exploration. I don't know. The graphics intrigue me. It reminds me of jazz punk.
Oh.
Here we go. 2016 in video gaming. What's coming out soon?
Looks very nice.
Looks interesting.
Oh, Tales of Symphonia HD is coming out on PC.
Tales of what?
That's cool.
Tales of Symphonia. My favourite Tales game.
What is this? Prospect?
Don't buy it.
It's a Half-Life.
It's a very, very bad part.
It's locked at 30 frames.
Oh, I love Tales of Symphonia as well.
It has mixed reviews because it's a bad part.
I have it for GameCube, so I'm happy with mine.
Which is weird because they say GameCube actually ran at 60.
Yeah, actually, I think the game did run pretty fast on the GameCube. I don't think it was locked at 30 frames.
There's a lot of crashes and stuff.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
So yeah.
What?
Okay, this Californium thing looks really cool, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll look into it more after the cast.
Ooh, Far Cry Primal. That's a game that I want really fucking badly. Basically, it's a Far Cry set in the Stone Age.
Yeah, we know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
How awesome does that sound?
Oh, yeah, that is really cool, actually. I haven't played. I still need to play Blood Dragon.
You can summon animals and shit. You can attack and like capture the animal, and then it will become like your best friend or some shit. And then you can summon like each animal once. I mean, like you can have one animal summoned at all times.
Oh.
So like if you have like a raven or eagle or something that it can scout for you. If like a tiger or whatever, it can like pounce. Those kind of things.
Do you know The Walking Dead by Telltale?
Mm-hmm.
They've made another game.
What?
They've made another Walking Dead.
You mean there were 2 seasons? Is the third season coming out?
No. Do you remember Michonne from the TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, from the TV show. Okay, yeah.
There's a series coming out on the 23rd of this month, and it's about her untold story, and it's a Telltale game.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
She is the favorite as far as I know.
No, Daryl's the favorite. Let's not be.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Daryl's the fan.
I
favorite.
like Michonne better.
I do like Michonne.
I like both of them.
Oh, Man of War Corsair is supposed to come out sometime early 2016. It's the Warhammer naval combat game.
Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Identity, but that's a fucking iOS game.
So the Tales of Symphonia issues are FPS is locked, textures are not really HD, it only runs at 720p. So the textures are looking very low res. The DRM used sometimes can give you a false positive on whatever antivirus you're using. So yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Far
It's a
Cry
shame
Primal
because I
is
think
so
that's the
bad.
best Tales game they ever made.
Yeah, I love Tales of Symphonia. It's just such a cool game.
Except the second one, that one was garbage. I hated Tales of Symphonia too.
Oh, I got a free Steam key. There's a game that a developer sent me a free Steam key on YouTube. It's a game called Party Jousting.
Oh, we got that.
I don't know that I can play it. It's one button party game for 2 to 16 players sharing a keyboard or controller.
I forgot to mention, we actually got 2 keys.
Yeah, okay. He very sent them to everybody because he's like, 1% of the people I send this to have the capacity, to play it actually. Because I don't have any local friends to play it with.
I can play with my girlfriend, I guess. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can play with your girlfriend. Your wife, sorry.
Do you guys
I
remember...
don't think she has any interest in that.
Do you guys remember that game Heavy Rain?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been released
Jason!
It's been released on
Jason!
PS4. Why?
They've been doing
Because
that
it's
for quite a
such a
while.
good
They've been
game.
re-releasing all games.
Yeah, but Heavy Rain? Really, that one?
It's
Ultimate Chicken
To be
Horse
honest,
is
it's
finally
probably his
coming
best game. Actually.
yeah.
That's
And that's
probably
saying
true.
that's saying something. I mean,
Maybe
come on.
Fahrenheit
Yeah.
is his best game. I'm not sure.
No,
I
it
don't know
really
that
isn't his best game. Fahrenheit was shit.
What?
Or as it's known in America, Indigo Prophecy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What other game did he make that
I didn't
was
know
good
that.
enough,
That's
though?
interesting.
What?
What other game that he made was good?
None. He made
Yeah, I can't.
Two Souls. He made
Beyond Two Souls.
Beyond Two Souls, which was
And
shit.
he made the with David Bowie. What's it called?
Omicron, the Nomad Soul.
That's
Fucking-
weird.
Check
Oh.
out this game. It's called Necropolis. I don't think I'm not interested in actually getting it, but so it's a multiplayer third-person action roguelike set in a dungeon that endlessly reconstructs itself. Hone your skills and travel deeper to face the greater threats. Find the exit or die trying. I really like the style. It's like kind of like Wind Waker graphics.
Well, Necropolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a RPG coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, looks kind of cool. I mean, $30 looks way too rich for my blood for
30
that kind of
bucks?
game, but
Oh,
yeah.
this one. I like the look. The logo poly.
Yeah, I really, really like the look.
What's this one?
They said the gameplay is sort of like Dark Souls. Yeah, it's a stamina bar and all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like it's trying to do. I already kickstarted a Dark Souls-esque game. I'm waiting for it to come out. I don't need another
Oh,
one.
what is it called?
Oh,
before I forget.
don't remember. Let me look. Yeah.
Last week, I talked about playing MGS5. And I was
Yes.
talking about the online features of MGS5. So, I misunderstood. Because I did not reach the part where they're supposed to explain it to me yet. So,
Okay.
your mother base is safe. Even if you're online, you're safe. The
Okay.
thing that is not safe is you have to build something called a forward operating base. So it's a separate base, and that is the one that you can defend and attack other people's forward operating base, which you then have to pull resources from your mother base or something. So I guess it's okay, but I did have an issue cropped up when I played MGS5 the last time, where you remember when I said most of your resources are actually online, right? Like most of your money is actually online. If you don't go online, you can't access that money.
Right.
So their servers were down because of maintenance, and I couldn't access the money because they made an always online game. So that was fucking
Oh, so you
annoying.
can't do anything.
Not much because I don't want to go into the raid, right? Because I
No,
don't want to lose
obviously
people.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Fucking retarded. Why?
That part should
Dark
be
Souls
you
3
able
comes
to
in
do
April.
offline.
Say again?
You should be able to do that part
Dark
offline.
Souls.
Yes, I've already. I played this fucking mission. I spent fucking 30 minutes stealthing and scouting everything, and you're gonna give me like 30% of the money I earned? What the fuck?
That's shit.
Fuck you, Konami.
I might buy Phantom Pain though. I've kind of been wanting to buy it recently.
What's that? It's
fine.
a very, very
Phantom.
good game.
Yeah.
Mechanically, it's definitely the best MGS.
Yeah.
I've heard not as good as Snake Eater from most
Story-wise,
people.
no. Snake Eater is way better.
I would say it's because mechanically, there's no way it's not better.
Well,
No.
it has to be.
Not-
We're in 2016. I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
The gameplay in Phantom Pain is way better and smoother, but Snake Eater as a game, like story-wise, it's way better than Phantom Pain.
I've heard that. That's what I've heard. Because Snake Eater was the MGS, really, wasn't it? It was like incredible. But like next month, thing is The Guest. Have you ever heard of a game called The Guest?
No.
Sounds kind of familiar.
It's basically it's like another exploration game. You're inside a hotel, and you have to basically escape because it's like Like, here's the synopsis: the Guest is a gloomy adventure full of enigmas where your exploration of your surroundings comes to prominence. Puzzles, secrets, and riddles will help you discover who has locked you into the somber hotel room, and most importantly, why. So basically, you're in a hotel room, and you have to get out by exploring your surroundings. Sounds pretty cool. I kind of like that.
Reminds me of Jordan. You should know this game. 999.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I know
And
that.
Virtuous Last Reward, which is a sequel, and they're coming out with another sequel, the third game, which is called, I can't remember what is it called, but there's a third game to that series.
Okay.
Very creepy game. Have you
No,
played it, Jordan?
999? No, I've only watched it.
Well, is that 9 hours, 9... No,
Yeah,
I'm
9
thinking
hours,
of the
9
one.
doors,
Yeah.
9 whatever.
Persons.
Yeah,
9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've and Division's obviously coming out next month. I'm excited for that.
Talking about the Division, just a quick one. There was I think like a streamer or a YouTuber that was like at a preview of the Division or something, and he was interviewing one of the developers, and the developer actually said the Division was a little bit held back because they are making it also for the console. So the PC version is being held back because of that. A little bit, that's what he said.
When the console release to do well, so people buy a console version and then the PC version will come out, is what you're saying?
Yeah, the
I
PC is
guess
coming
what
out
he meant
second.
is like graphically and all that.
Oh, they doped the
The PC version.
PC graphics to make them not be as good as they could possibly be.
So everybody went crazy. They were like, what the fuck? Why?
Before the game Little Devil Inside is the Dark Souls-esque game I kicked, just so you know.
And next month, Day of the Tentacle Remaster comes out as well.
Oh my.
I am so excited for that. I haven't played Day of the Tentacle in over a decade, and it's going to be nice to play again. We need to do play with Ultra again. We haven't done that in ages. Fucking.
I haven't been free. I've been spending too much time playing Warframe.
I know. Fucking, we need to play that Grim Fandango, yeah?
We need to schedule like hour-long play sessions. I can't. It's hard for me to schedule like big blocks now. So if we can just do like an hour
I
every
think
other day or
everybody should just
something.
play Warframe.
Haha. We could start our own clan, whatever they're called.
Playonultra, I guess.
Corporation, whatever they're called.
Clans, yeah. Clans.
Yeah.
Clans, okay. I always call them guilds. I like guilds.
Yep.
But I guess because they're like ninjas and shit, so that's why it's called clans.
Clan,
Yeah.
yeah. That would make more sense.
So yeah.
But there's so many Norse-themed things in the game for being like a ninja game.
You want to talk about that new engine by Amazon?
Oh yeah.
pretty interesting.
Amazon released a beta for a video game engine called Lumberyard. You can download the beta now. It's free. People
Talk
will
about the
theoretically. It's trying to compete with
It's actually
Unity.
they bought over CryEngine. So
Cry,
Lumberyard is
right.
a reworking of CryEngines, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's actually a clause in the new engine. Let me see if I can find the. They basically said no zombie games.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's enough of that shit now. So
Well, you're not allowed to make zombie games, are you?
Because it's kind of like
More or
an
less.
overdone genre, isn't it?
No, it is. No, but
It
the thing is, I don't want them to go completely. I just want there to be less of them. Like, zombie games can be quite fun if done correctly. Like, I loved... what am playing?
For Dead?
Dying Light.
Dying Light's the next guess.
Dying Light. Good. I enjoyed the game.
But it
I
would
thought
have been
was
so
good.
much cooler if they were like orcs or mutants or something.
Jordan, did you not like Dying Light?
didn't hate it. I didn't like it. It's just, I don't know.
I enjoyed it.
I
enjoyed
downloaded
it.
the
I thought it
demo
was good.
2 weeks ago. I haven't played it yet. I'm on a mission to try and play as many different first-person melee games as possible. To just trying to get a feel for what the
Oh, try out
industry
this
could
game
do.
called Xenoclash. I'm not sure if you have it. Xenoclash.
I don't think I do.
Z-E-N-O-C-L-A-S-H.
I've definitely heard
Xenoclash.
about it.
It has 2 games, a sequel, Xenoclash and Xenoclash 2.
I
It's
don't have it.
basically just melee.
Hmm.
It's kind of weird though, the game. Not. Such
Is it like a fantasy or it sounds sci-fi?
It's not sci-fi. It's weird. I'm not even sure what
This
to say. I don't think it's fantasy or sci-fi.
I'm pretty sure I saw like a Super Best Friends thing on it. I'll have to check it out again.
this Lumberyard thing is actually
The graphics look really cool.
Yeah, it looks
They're
really cool,
impressive.
doesn't it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I wish I had like an idea to try out in it.
It is basically CryEngine, right?
It looks like
I
it,
don't
yeah.
know. Not familiar with the CryEngine.
Oh, they,
Well,
they,
it's
they
nice.
bought
It's
over
pretty.
CryEngine, so it's pretty much
Right. I would be surprised if it was completely dissimilar from
Yeah.
CryEngine. It's
Yeah.
got some nice Twitch integration type stuff.
Oh,
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
That's cool.
like, or maybe I'm confusing it with something else I read.
Oh yeah, it
but-
does say it right here.
Okay, so like like Twitch viewers can like do something, and then you can make like the next room be something based off of their input. It's got some.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
I like the idea.
so I guess the biggest news this week is game trailers shutting down.
What's game trailers?
GameTrailers.com.
GameTrailers.com. It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
actual only place where I usually
Back
go
then,
besides YouTube.
It's the only website that gave half sincere reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's
Well,
too
now
bad they
it's-
shut it down.
I think ever since they were bought over by whatever the big media company, they started going to hell, I guess.
Yeah, because all the reviews
It's a
stopped
shame
being.
because, like, before YouTube was like all awesome and everything, Game Trailers was like the shit back then.
The place.
It
like,
was,
watch
but
everything.
when they got bought out, they went the way that IGN and everything else did.
Yeah.
All the reviews were completely disingenuous. You didn't know whether to
Ah.
trust them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be the last bastion of the honest review, and then it just got bought out and went to shit, just like the rest of them.
That sucks. Game Trailers
Yeah.
has a special place in my heart, that's for sure.
Mm.
Me
Fucking.
too.
The worst part. The worst part was they found out like few hours before.
Oh,
Okay, that's kind of dickish.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that sucks. I guess the most interesting though, that was probably the biggest thing. But I think for me the most interesting one is there was a longitudinal study that was just finished recently. So this study started in 2011, and over the course of a few years, they studied participants from the age of 14 and up, and they wanted to know if gaming made them sexist or not. So
Right.
it was conducted in Germany.
Of course.
So we're not sure if it's applicable to like other countries, but basically it did not make the kids sexist.
No,
Oh,
Yeah,
it is.
that's to be
bored.
expected. That's to be
So
expected.
stunned.
Uh,
My mouth.
oh, no way. What? What, people aren't fucking retards playing games? What?
I mean, good, I guess.
But
good thing
you
the
need-
study wasn't.
The thing is, you can't just. You
I don't know
need
how you
like
did it.
evidence, right? And this is evidence. You can't
Yes.
just say it's common sense. It doesn't work that way.
Ish.
Yeah, I
It's a
guess.
lack-
I guess it's
you
a good
can't-
way of.
No, it
can't
doesn't work that
prove
way.
a negative.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
work
is a
that
good
way.
way, though, having solid evidence
Yeah,
and
you
then
do
having
need
that
evidence.
against
Showing
the
a-
media.
showing a lack
against
of
the media,
evidence is
so they
good.
can't be like, "Oh, you have no evidence," and you can be like,
It does-
"Haha,
it does-
fuck you."
It doesn't work that way, you know. Admittedly, common sense, but it is common sense in it.
Well,
I know
we
it does-
know. We know, but people who
Yes.
don't game and just
Yeah.
make the stereotypes,
like women.
they don't know.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
but in all seriousness, it's meant for people who have no idea about anything about gaming in the
They
community.
don't
So
know. They think the
It's
newest
not really for
hot
us, I
stuff
don't
is
think.
Tetris and Pong.
no, we know obviously, but yeah,
By the way, when I play a game, I instantly come off and go, "Wow, women are pieces of shit." That's every time. Every time.
Stay in the fucking kitchen, like.
I
Yeah.
saw a
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
post on Reddit where in Firewatch there's more or less two characters. There's you, and
then
there's the
woman on
person
the
you're
desk,
talking
yeah.
from the walkie-talkie. And you're like, best female character of 2016. I'm like, maybe it's been what, like a month in
It's like a month of
2016. Like,
2016.
I don't think she was fine as a character, but she's not like.
Apparently, the dialogue's pretty good.
Yes, the dialogue is very good, very well written, very well voice acted.
Well, I
Unlike,
certainly hope so. Like a game like that needs good voice
Hey.
acting.
yeah, like Dominique Pamplemousse. That's a fucking insane recording that did.
Yeah.
Sounded like it was done in a basement with an old Logitech mic.
Probably was. Probably was.
It probably was, yeah. Fucking, I'm gonna get Firewatch. I've decided. In fact, I'm gonna get it now on the podcast.
Stream it.
I'm getting it. I'm getting
I
it.
streamed it. I got one whole viewer.
Woohoo!
Actually, I got two. It's a hard game to stream because you can't really drop into the middle of it and understand what's going on.
Yeah, I guess you would want to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Or at least at a part where you know where you left off.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm buying it now.
Right.
If I can.
Well, the sale's still on, the 10% sale.
What is it?
Is it?
It should be. And it's expired today. It was up this morning when I checked.
It's 15 quid at the minute.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Ooh, Netflix is gonna do a Voltron thing.
The what?
Netflix and DreamWorks are gonna update Voltron.
Voltron.
Do you guys know what Voltron is?
The robot?
The robot, the lion robot things.
Lion
Yeah.
robot.
In
All
space
forms
with a sword.
ahead.
I have no idea
like,
what you're talking
I
about.
like the
You don't know what
pre-Power
Voltron is?
Rangers.
No.
It's like
What?
that 5 lions that combine into one big robot. So it was
It's
a
what-
Saturday morning cartoon back then.
It's what
Nope.
Power Rangers basically copied.
I have no idea.
Right. It was my
What's that?
childhood basically.
My childhood was
I remember it
my
vaguely.
childhood was Ed, Edd and Eddie. Ed, Edd and Eddie was my childhood.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You guys talking about shows you're watching. Friggin' Venture Bros
yeah.
started up. Season 6. Holy crap, it's so good. So many 80s.
I gave it
music
a try.
references.
I honestly gave it a try.
Season
I
6
just-
or season 1?
No. You told me not. I went through season 1 without anything because you told me that season 1 isn't that good.
Yeah.
Season 2 still I didn't really
Okay.
like.
I should watch season... Yeah, that's too bad.
I didn't hate it, but it wasn't enough for me to watch 6 seasons of it. I mean, Rick and Morty. I'll watch 20
very
seasons of that
niche.
shit.
Is it similar to Archer? I've never watched it before.
No, it's nothing
Venture
like
Bros?
that.
Venture Bros.
Not really.
No, I wouldn't say no.
It's more like One Punch Man.
Okay.
In a way.
Because it's a
One
satire of
Punch!
superheroes.
Yeah.
A superhero satire.
Mm.
But it's more like the biggest joke I think in Venture Bros is that it's a realistic superhero thing. You know, see the guy, it's like, I'm here to arch, I'm your arch nemesis, and it's like, I got like a lunch meeting. Can you come back in an hour? It's like, fine. These tights really hurt though. Like it's like realistic like stuff like that. It's like just shoot him with a gun.
And that big burly blonde guy, what's his powers?
He doesn't have any. He's just really good fighting guy.
Oh.
There we go.
Really good
There we go.
fighting guy.
It's in my Steam library.
There's a great scene where a person's driving a car trying to run him down, and he just turns his back on them and relaxes in this position. So when they hit him with the car, he just relaxes and smashes through the windshield and just crushes them into the seat, and he's in the driving position. He just keeps driving. He never uses guns. There's a scene where he has to like take his marksmanship test to keep his his spy agent license, and he just grabs the gun and just throws it at the target and crushes it. He pulls out his knife and just jumps onto the firing range and just chops all the targets up. He does it faster than anybody else ever did it with the gun. It's like, okay, you can keep your license to kill.
What season was that?
I don't know. If Nathan saw it, I guess 2.
No, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Okay, not 2. I don't know.
No. Nope.
Did you meet the Fantastic Four in it?
I only watched a few episodes of season 2.
Okay, because you have like the stretchy guy, obviously.
I might carry on watching it, but
the Human Torch is just hilarious because he can turn himself on fire, but he's on fire, just like and they keep him in like a room, and he powers their house with his heat. He's like screaming, like in pain, like let me out! Like it's just like,
oh my gosh,
it's evil. It's so funny.
Oh, it's in my library now, guys. Firewatch.
Just wait until you get to the Guild of Calamitous Intent. Their leader is David Bowie.
I can't wait to play this game. Now that you've hyped it
Hideo
for me.
Kojima started a YouTube channel.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Really?
First episode, he was talking with another guy about his favorite movies of the past year. So
I saw that part. He liked Shaun the Sheep, which warmed my heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Shaun the Sheep. It's no Ed and Eddie, is it? Ed and Eddie was my...
Ed and
That was
Eddie's.
the shit.
I remember liking it at some point in my life. I don't remember why.
I loved Ed and Eddie. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I
Shaolin
like
Showdown. Shaolin Showdown was brilliant.
Challenge that's interesting.
Jordan, just a question: is
Oh,
Final
brother.
Fantasy 15 coming to the Xbox One?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Is it coming to
It'll,
PC?
it will
not.
probably come to PC.
It's not.
Give it a year.
I'll give
I
it
say give it a year.
10 years.
I say it comes to PC. A lot faster than what 13 did. I think they're starting to realize that they have a market now on the PC. Yes.
You mean people who
but
have
yeah.
never played their games before actually want to play their games?
Exactly. It's not like they all follow each other, so why the hell not? The whole exclusive thing is pretty much dead anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the timed exclusives,
and
but
like the 1 or 2 exclusive because
Which further makes no fucking sense. The timed exclusive just makes no sense. No one's
It's
going
just
to
a
buy a
contract.
console. Yeah, no one's going to buy a console though, just because
No.
it comes out 4
like
months early.
I'm not going to be able to play Final Fantasy 7 when it comes out because I don't have PS4. I have Xbox One, but I can wait for it. I've already
Yeah.
played the game. I know what happens, so I'll just wait till it comes out on Xbox.
Yeah, but you
I'm not
haven't
gonna buy
played
a whole
it.
new console.
You haven't played it in all its episodic glory.
Yeah, well, hopefully by the time when it comes out on Xbox One, it'll all be in one disc.
do you
Yeah,
think
that's
it,
what-
it will cut like when Sephiroth is coming down wanting to stab her? Do you think right before that they'll cut it to the next
They
episode
better.
to be continued?
Oh, that would be such a dick move.
I'll be like, oh, what happened?
Oh my god, that's just that'd be just as bad as like watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z when they're like the guys are powering up and they're just about to fight and it's like next week on Dragon Ball Z. You're just like no.
No,
Anybody
it's
watch-
next week
Anybody
on
here?
Frieza Defeated. Will Frieza be defeated?
Anybody
The
here watch
downfall of
Slam Dunk?
Frieza.
Anybody here watch Slam Dunk?
No, I've heard of it, but no.
Yeah, they have that problem. They shoot a
Oh god.
they take a shot. They flash back for the entire fucking episode. At the end of the episode, you still don't know whether the shot went in or not. Find out in the next episode whether the shot went in.
That's the worst when an
awesome.
episode is
Motherfucker.
all flashbacks except for the last 5 minutes.
Naruto had that problem. It was angst.
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck.
Naruto is so bad for flashbacks.
It was
That was
so
one
angst.
thing I liked about Basilisk. Short to the point, people die left and right. Nobody's
Yeah.
got plot
My
armor.
least favorite episode of the Last Airbender was the second last one where they did that flashback stuff.
Flashback.
Oh, the,
So Slam Dunk is pretty much the entire freaking season is flashbacks.
oh, fucking! Oh, I loved that show. That show was so good. Oh, are they gonna make another one?
No.
I'm okay
Really?
with that.
Yeah, they're continuing
I
the
didn't-
story with a comic though, I believe.
Yeah, yeah,
For Korra.
Korra. Yeah. Oh, I really liked.
Korra,
I liked.
Korra and Asami's lesbian adventures or something.
Haha.
Korra was good. It wasn't as good as The Last Airbender.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree with that.
It just wasn't. But it was great. I really liked
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
I'm happy that I
But the
watched
first
Korra
season was
first
the-
because the Last Airbender was so good. I would probably be disappointed with Korra.
The first season of that Last Airbender was a bit iffy.
Yeah,
Right.
But the rest of it was golden.
I
but the
it was-
first
it was-
season of
it
Korra
was,
was
a, is
so
a,
good.
is a perfect mirror where the first season of Last Airbender was the worst, and the first season of Korra is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
the most
The
interesting
first
villain.
season of Korra was really good.
The villains really saved the day for Korra, because Korra
Yeah.
herself is very.
She's like Aang season 1 the entire time.
I'm just gonna punch everything. I'm gonna ask questions. Like,
I'm angsty. I'm a teen. You can't control me. Destiny sucks. Ah. I really liked what's the Airbender old guy in Korra?
Oh,
Tenzin.
Tenzin. I liked him. He was good.
Yeah, Tenzin was the
His
comedy guy.
exasperation.
I like how she was a lesbian at the end. That was my favorite part.
I should rewatch it just to see if there's actual foreshadowing for it.
Mm.
Because if it's just like a,
I-
we're gonna make her lesbians
I
now.
think-
That's dumb.
They wrote letters to each other, right? They were the only ones
Probably.
when Korra was
If
Yeah,
there's two
yeah.
brothers, they both had sex with the brothers. It's like these guys suck. Let's ditch them and hook up.
Yeah, Korra was the Korra. Korra only wrote
Asami.
Yeah. And then, obviously, at the end of the show, it was pretty obvious that they were together. I mean, they were holding hands, walking into a fucking pillar of light.
Yeah.
It was very romantic. I mean, and then I love how the big said to come out and said, "Yeah, they are lesbians." That's totally
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Siren.
Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna leave it in. I'm too lazy to edit.
That's hard to remove.
Can you don't die at this hour?
Please do not die at this time.
Just for another 10 minutes. We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Just hang on. So yeah. So I think that's all. I'm out of anything else. We pretty much talked a bunch because 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's catch up. This is the catch-up episode, guys. Tune in next week.
Yes.
See if we get to some proper news next week. Next week on the playultra podcast.
But it was pretty slow this week.
Yeah, man. I was looking for. Over the past 2 days, I've been looking for news. It's been fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It's always like that at the beginning of a new year
Yeah.
for stuff, movies, gaming. It's slow.
The only big
And
thing
then
would be Deadpool, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff still comes out, but not like a consistent line of
Yeah,
shit.
like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Hail Caesar.
I wanted to
I
see
still don't know
Kubo and the
about
Two
that.
Strings.
I don't think that's
The
coming
stop
out yet.
motion.
Pretty sure it's not coming out yet. Too niche.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Not blockbuster,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Uh,
Jordan, you do things on YouTube. Where
Yeah,
can
I'm
people
uploading a
find-
video tomorrow.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Are you gonna tell us what is it about, or do you want us to find out on
No,
your channel?
you'll find out. Yeah, YouTube pretty much. Twitter. I'm pretty quiet on Twitter.
Are you
I
gonna
mean,
go
if
back to
anything, I'm
Twitch at
watching
all?
you guys go on it. What's that?
Are you gonna go back to Twitch at all?
You know, I think I like it better when I can just play a game, like without looking at people and just doing my own commentary and just uploading it to YouTube. I think it's just a lot easier for me, and I think that's what you've actually said, Fo. Like, you find it's easier just to do content on like your own basis instead.
It definitely depends. Yeah, well, yeah. There's a couple factors. There's the game, because certain like puzzle games, I don't want to watch people. I don't want to make them watch me struggle too much sometimes if I'm like tired. And then also like, if you want to be known as a streamer, you have to stream regularly. But for YouTube,
Exactly.
you can just record whenever you feel like.
Exactly.
And you can record a bunch and like cut them up.
And then cut as much as you want and do whatever. So yeah,
Whatever your style
I'll
is.
continue with YouTube as is right now. I mean, there could always be streaming maybe once in a while in the future, but yeah, YouTube is definitely a lot more manageable.
Yeah. Nathan, you stream stuff
I do,
on the Twitch.
yes. On the Twitches, yeah. I do. It's on the CoddiDR12, CODDR12. I'll be streaming Firewatch. I'll be streaming Ark. I'll be streaming League of Legends. Hearthstone. Pretty much everything I feel like playing at the time.
I will watch you do Firewatch, just to see how you react. I'll be mum though, so don't spoil anything.
You'll be what?
Oh, wait for 5 more minutes.
Oh, my God. Don't be that guy. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. But no,
There might be people purposely going into your stream to spoil it for you.
No, they definitely will.
Because Firewatch has been
Wow.
out for like a few days.
But I will mute them and ban them. That's what I will do.
Do you have mods to help you do that?
Yeah,
Is it? I want to say.
I have
Autobots,
auto.
like fucking Transformer.
Yeah, I have Moobot and stuff, which I can
Moobot,
set
yeah.
to do stuff. Yeah.
Like keywords and stuff.
Well, I'll probably. I'll have to find out what the
You can-
best
you can
keywords
set it
to
up.
use.
The
Yeah.
word is. I like at everything.
Oh God. But yeah, anything I feel like playing in the minute. I'm trying not to focus on.
One
This
thing.
is the game I play. I've done that in the past and it hasn't worked. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's either
Variety is better.
Yeah, it's either you focus on one thing because you're super expert at it, or you do a variety because people like your personality. It's pretty much.
That's
it.
why. That's why I did it with CS:GO, because I was pretty much an expert in CS:GO. So that's why I streamed only CS:GO, because I was really good at it. But League of Legends, I'm plat. I'm not a pro. So there's no reason for me to be a League of Legends streamer. So I might as well just play the games I want to play, and if you come in and watch me, then watch me, you know. So yeah, that'll be me.
So Foehamner, you're our biggest YouTube star with 300 subscribers. Jesus.
Not quite.
You're pretty close.
I'm getting there. Lost one today, so took a little step back. But I hadn't lost one in a while. So, net up still from recently. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, Foehamner, Twitter. I've been trying to do Twitch more. I streamed Firewatch when I recorded it, but I think for the most part, what's going to happen is the Twitch content will be completely separate from YouTube content because, you know, like George was just saying, certain games I just want to do for YouTube, and then Twitch will just be me doing like Warframe or whatever, just mindless game that I can just kind of derp around in without having like a clear goal necessarily.
Yeah, we could stream Warframe. That would be cool because that's just a game you can just play. And...
Yeah.
And
I don't think there's a huge audience for it,
yeah.
but it's easy to do. So I might as well.
Everybody on any server can be playing together, so as long as you're a friend or whatever, you can just manage
cool.
it. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna try and stream regularly on Mondays. I don't know what time yet exactly, but Mondays are like my streamish day, and then whenever
we all need to play GTA 5 as well. Like
I've been playing that with random people. Yeah, I want to do heists. They always want to do random like racing games. It's like I want to do heists.
Yeah, I know.
Racing
I want to do heists too. I know.
I mean, I do like the racing.
We did one really fun custom game. It was kind of fun. So the game was it was like a custom map. So it's on like a highway overpass, and then floating in the air, way above this overpass, are a bunch of shipping containers. So this is we did it 2 versus 2. There's 2 people on top of the shipping containers, and they have pistols with infinite ammo. And there's 2 people on the ground and parked like in the streets, so the people in the shipping containers can't see it, are a bunch of really nice cars. So the goal is for the 2 people on the ground to get in the cars and drive them up these ramps and try and knock the shipping container people off. And so they're trying to shoot out the wheels to try and get rid of the cars.
Oh, that's
so they run
cool.
out of cars. It was really crazy, pretty fun. The shipping container team always won because it's so hard to hit the people. Like they can dodge and roll, so it's so hard to hit them with a car. But it was still fun just to try and like flipping through the air trying to hit people. Jump out midair, trying to land on the shipping container, start punching them.
I saw some crazy gif of they connected two skyscrapers with a bridge made of freaking hydras, the Hydra fighter jets.
Yeah, the jets. Yeah, wingtip to wingtip, just floating there, and this guy runs across it.
And then one actually falls off. That was
yeah,
that's cool.
So yeah,
fun. We should definitely play stuff.
And I'm Pupunoob on like YouTube, the Twitters, and the Facebooks. I have not been uploading the past couple of weeks. Number one, because I feel very lazy because of the lunar Chinese New Year, and also I've been playing a lot of Warframe, so I don't feel like doing anything else. Warframe has taken over my life, basically. Yeah.
Maybe I'll download it. Give it a chance.
Do try it.
That's a clear distinction that I'm not saying the game's bad, but there is a difference between a good game and an addicting game. I just want to make that clear.
Yes. Yes. So
it's also a pretty good game, but it's stronger on the addicting scale than it is on the good scale, probably. Yeah. It's definitely one of the best free games I've ever played.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. This has been the playonultra podcast, episode 36. See you next week. Bye bye.
See ya.